What's up, party people? Before we get into this next episode, a word from our sponsors.
This week, And Now We Drink is brought to you by, I don't know why I'm doing a cheesy radio voice, and Laughable. Laughable, the one, the only, the best podcast app in the fucking world. It is the only app where you can subscribe to individual artists, and it will notify you whenever they make an appearance. In addition to that, you can subscribe to all your favorite comedians. It gives recommendations. It is the best. We are so happy to be part of the Laughable family.
That's right. And also, if you guys don't want to listen on an application on your fucking smartphone or whatever, you can also tune into DemonSeedRadioNetwork.com, where our show will re-air every Thursday, 8:15 p.m. on the East Coast, 5:15 on the West Coast. And of course, it re-airs a second time every Friday night.
So we're going to pop some bottles. Oh, wait a minute. You probably want to know who we're drinking with this week, huh?
Oh, that's right. Oh, my God. We are drinking with male porn performer Logan Pierce. Things get kind of interesting because something may or may not have happened between me and him and a martini glass, but you're going to have to keep on listening. So
yeah, a little bit later in the show. You also may know Logan from, besides porn, he had an appearance on Westworld.
He did. Yes, he did.
And some other mainstream projects. So, pour yourself a drink, put your earbuds in, and enjoy the show. I don't touch your settings in between shows.
Oh, yeah, so you just leave it.
Occasionally I get fucking loud, so I gotta tweak myself while we're recording.
Yeah, at times I might peak a little bit, but I'll
okay.
try to keep it under control.
I can fix it in post a little bit. We're live, by the way.
Oh shit!
Snap.
Hey!
Wow.
Hey!
God, way to drop a bomb.
So
It's much more natural this
I wasn't
way.
even ready.
yeah.
You're supposed to say go.
Fuck that.
Here we are.
Here we are. We're once again drinking whiskey sours because I fucked up.
Yeah, we were supposed to have an
Cheers.
old fashioned.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Yeah.
Cheers.
Annie texted me like, oh, we're going to make old fashions this week. I'm like, fuck yeah. I already have the stuff.
My dumbass kind of fucked up too, though, because I asked you, I said, what do we need? And you're like, lemon juice. And for a minute there, I was like, lemon juice? Okay. And I almost asked you, don't you mean oranges? And so then I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe because you said you had everything else. So I was like, I'm just not going to bother asking, whatever. I'll get the lemon juice. I don't know what he's going to do with that, but I'll bring it anyways. And then you're like, no, we're making whiskey sours. I'm like, no, we're not.
I stuck to my guns until I reviewed the text and went, oh, I was probably drunk or sleep deprived when
That's right. That's right. But that's the way to do it. You know, you take it to the end and then you're like, oh, you're right. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
I can admit I fucked up. I still salvaged us some tasty cocktail.
It's got whiskey in it. I don't give a fuck. It's
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a win-win.
And Logan, this is your first time drinking a whiskey sour.
Yeah, it is. First time drinking a whiskey sour, if you can believe it.
But you've just recently got into whiskey.
Yeah. Up until probably the summer, I was a strictly beer and wine kind of guy. And then my roommate, who's like one of my best friends, moves to LA, who's also like a mixologist, and he just starts making cocktail after cocktail.
Ooh, yeah.
And I move on from like, oh my God, love tequila. Oh, gin, now whiskey. And now I can't get enough of it. Like everywhere I go, it's just like, let me see the cocktail list. That's all I want.
It's America's spirit for a reason. Whiskey is life.
Whiskey is life.
Yeah.
And that's why you and I drink whiskey.
Except when Ghost Tequila sponsors.
Except for when Ghost Tequila sponsors, in which
right.
case...
We love tequila.
Yeah. I mean,
Ghost tequila.
I used to be a big tequila drinker, and then, I evolved into whiskey eventually.
Your palate changed. You didn't evolve. Tequila isn't involved.
All right, fine.
Right,
Yes.
right. Just
Well,
shifted.
okay, this is coming
Your
from
tastes
a girl.
became more refined.
This is coming from a girl who drank Jaeger in college and has a Jaeger tap in her fucking apartment, okay?
Oh yeah, is that still full?
I
You
still
use
no,
it?
I don't. I clean. Okay, so my
It's just
I
there
used
for
to-
aesthetic now.
I used to live with two mixologists, actually, bartenders. I lived with two bartenders who, one of them ended up cleaning out my Jaeger tap because we were like, let's put whiskey in it instead. And he completely cleaned it. Kyle completely cleaned it out. And then we never got around to putting whiskey in it, so it's just been sitting there.
That is so full of fucking fail.
And the
Yeah.
only reason why I've kept it is because I'm like,
happened?
oh, memories, because it was a gift. Someone gave it to me as a gift because I did at one point used to only drink fucking Jaeger. When I look back at that time, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. So and then I went into whiskey and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm more sophisticated now.
I've moved on.
I've grown up.
Put Jaeger behind me.
Well, yeah,
We've grown
exactly.
apart, Jaeger.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Jaeger.
I mean, you know, we had some good blackout times, but now I have good blackout times with whiskey. Anyways.
You moved on. Moved on
Just
with
a
it.
reminder, drink responsibly.
That's correct. Uber, Lyft,
That's right.
get home safe.
Except my dumbass drove here today.
But you can walk home if you really wanted to.
I live like up
Yeah,
the
exactly.
street.
What are you
Yeah. I
doing
was
driving
like,
through Hollywood?
Just leave my
Come
car
on,
there.
just Uber.
Yeah.
Even
It's like
run.
A fucking $4. Yeah, I could run. I could run home. That would probably take me like 10 minutes,
If that.
if that. Oh, 5 if I ran.
Well, those shoes are not, you're not running 5 in those.
Hell no.
Can stomp home, I guess.
I guess I could stomp home, and then in my drunkenness, someone will probably try and pick me up, and then I'll be like, no.
Responsible. Very responsible.
So we've had what? We've had Dolly Lee on the show since I've come on. Anyways, you know, she was the first adult film actress that we've had on the show.
Yep.
Now we have an adult actor.
Woo!
Yeah,
Hi, guys. I'm a porn star. Hey, it's nice to meet you.
an award-winning porn star.
And wearing a Mad
yes.
Wawa hoodie.
What?
Wawa. Yeah, Matt noticed it. I was hoping someone would call it out. Thank you.
I love Wawa.
Yeah, me too. That's why I got the hoodie. I gotta represent. I'm from Delaware County, where the first Wawa was erected. And I fucking love it. I can't get enough of it. It makes me so sad that, you know, I'm almost 3,000 miles away from the nearest Wawa. Annie, you know what Wawa is.
I know what Wawa is,
You're
yeah.
familiar.
I miss the turkey sandwiches.
Yeah. Oh, the gobblers.
Yep.
The gobblers. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm going to get drunk and be like, man, why is there no Wawa anywhere near here?
No sizzling in the morning. No gobbler. But anyway, keep it close to my chest, you know.
That's as close as you're gonna get to it, right?
For now, until I go home.
So
Until
how
the
long
summer.
have you been on the West Coast?
About 6 years. Moved out in January 2012.
Time fucking flies,
Doesn't it? Doesn't it?
man.
I
How
can't
long
even.
ago did you and I meet?
I was just about to say, I don't remember when or how we met.
We met.
think-
I'll tell you exactly how we met.
Oh, okay. Please do. Please do. I want to say, if I can just take a guess, that we met through the internet.
We did meet through the internet.
I just don't remember.
To be more specific, it was Twitter.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not surprised. I'm not
I
surprised.
started following you, and then you tweeted me something along the lines of like, "Oh wow, Annie fucking Cruz."
Oh yeah,
Thanks for the
fanboyed
follow."
real hard.
And I wrote you back, and I said, "I've heard. I know. I remember exactly what I said, just because I have a weird memory. Not that I'm a fucking weirdo. Okay, I am a weirdo.
Yeah.
Anyways. No,
you
but
a
I said,
weirdo? No.
Yeah, own
I said-
it, own it, you weirdo.
I said something along the lines of like, I've heard plenty of good things about you, Mister. Something like that.
oh,
And then it
God,
went.
buttering me up.
And then it went into DMs, and then we exchanged info, and then bada bing, bada boom. But I can't remember how long ago that was.
Bada
I
bing,
feel
bada
like
boom. Probably 2013, if I were to guess.
was it really 2013? Oh shit!
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it was when I was in WeHo during my
You were in
my
WeHo.
WeHo days.
No, you were living in WeHo. 'cause I
Oh,
remember
okay.
That's the first time I came over. Was
That's right. Well, the cat's out of the bag now, isn't it?
See, I wasn't going to blow you up like that, but
Yeah,
now that
well,
you
there we go.
Exposed yourself.
And
Why
it
don't
was
you just
the
consult
first
your
time.
list?
wait, what?
Your sex list.
Oh, I don't have my sex. I fucking left my iPad at home.
What? Was it on the cloud?
No, it's on a. It's on a fucking spreadsheet.
Oh yeah.
I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah.
make you upload that to our like common sheets that we share.
Because you know how sheets work. And so I don't think I've ever told you about my sheets.
No, but please do in great gory detail.
So when I was in college, I'll just briefly, because I think I've explained this on the show before already. I I have a fuck list that because when I was in college, I had a very big sex problem. Sex was kind of like a game for me. And I would, it started off as a fun joke between me and my roommate and like my friends in college, my girlfriends in college, because we were kind of like, we became Eskimo sisters, like, oh, you banged that dude, so did I. And it just became this thing where we started keeping a list. So we started compiling this list and we taped it to the back of our closet doors in our dorm room. And we kind of,
Oh my
started
God.
listing all the guys on campus that we had hooked up with. Problem is, everybody else stopped doing it eventually, and I just kept it going. Except
It's just this personal
I
body count.
Yeah, I expanded
Oh
it
my
to a
God.
spreadsheet on my computer to where it had like the name of the person. It had I had a rank from their looks to their dick size. If they're a female, just their looks. I would put a significance.
No measure of the clit?
Her pussy was
Yeah,
tight.
or like-
okay, on a tightness level between 0 and 10.
How elastic the lips are.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I
Lip,
never thought about it.
lip elasticity.
Or maybe what I should have done was rank like their pussy eating skills, really, to be honest. But
For sure.
anyways.
For sure.
Well, you could
and
rank
vice
smell.
versa.
Oh God,
Come on. They weren't all like fresh.
no, because there's
No,
a lot
you
of
can't- you
civilian
can't have
chicks that I
perfect
fucking
tens.
hooked up with before I got into porn. But there was a lot of different aspects on there, including like if we did anal, a significance, like I did a gangbang with him and his friends or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
And-
of course.
And like the way you know how spreadsheets work, you can like calculate shit and it'll tell you like how many women you've had sex with, how many men I've had sex with, how many people I had anal sex with
Oh
and
yeah.
shit. So I kept it going. When I got into porn, have I mentioned on the air what number I was in when I got into
I don't
porn?
think you would have mentioned exact numbers.
I'm gonna say it's close before porn. If I can take a
No,
guess.
when I first got into porn, I was 18 and I knew how many partners I had before I got into porn.
I want to say you were at 117.
Very close. Yeah. It was definitely over 100.
So is he close by Price is Right rules? Is he under, over?
Oh, I'm over. Then I must.
I'm gonna have
did I
to.
lose?
I have to consult my fucking list
gotta
because I
lose
haven't looked at it
everything.
in forever.
Damn.
But I know it was over 100 when I got into porn. And then when I
Okay.
I'm glad we don't play sound effects. Otherwise, I'd play the fucking Price is Right.
when I got into porn though, like I started adding people from porn that and then I added a new little column that said porn whether or not they were a porn scene.
Right.
And yeah, I've kept it going because it's hilarious to me.
And I can't believe you didn't bring it. You have a partner on air right now. And
I know. and
Yeah, I'm curious to know like where I rank, what you've said about me in the little comments section. You know, if
Yeah.
you're
We're in the
like-
curve. He is on.
Yeah. Did you give me 5 stars?
Oh, yeah,
you
you
know,
know,
I'm
I
gonna lose my license to fuck.
With the way technology is today, I should start like just a star system, right? Like, okay, 5 stars. Yeah, I would write again.
Yeah, exactly. Proceed with caution.
Yeah.
And his dick yelp.
Yeah, that basically is what it is. If
That's not
anybody was
bad.
like, have you ever had sex with this person? Yeah, here, just look at my notebook. It's fine.
Annie's notebook.
Yeah, that's what I should call it. I used to call it
That's not a bad
my
idea.
fuck list, but it's Annie's notebook. I like that better.
Yeah, a touch of class.
Yeah, touch
you
of
know.
class. Yeah.
Slightly classier.
Like went from, college days to, okay, now I'm older and more
More
sophisticated.
refined, more
But,
experienced.
But it's funny that you mentioned that because I completely fucking forgot about that. And the one time I didn't bring my shit with me, cannot fucking look at it. But
Yeah, so
how did we even get into that
because
conversation?
you mentioned the first time you came over was when I
that's
was
right.
in
I didn't
WeHo.
mean to fucking throw you under the bus.
I threw yourself under the
Throw
bus.
myself
Hey,
under the bus,
hey.
yeah.
I am.
Just real quick. AnniesNotebook.com available.
Wow.
Are you saying that I should like publicize?
Uh-huh.
At least buy the domain and then think about it.
Because I did. Okay, I
How much is
will
it going
say
for?
this.
It's just available.
Just totally fair.
I should probably buy that.
Yeah. Why not?
'Cause-
That's great.
I have thought because on my radio show on Sirius XM, I already talk about my personal sexcapades all the time. Anyways, I obviously omit real names, of course.
Right. But you can definitely monetize it.
But I've thought about like putting it in writing because all these stories are so juicy, especially because I have journals that I've written and stuff like that. Of certain experiences that are just like too good to not share, and I've actually considered it like, oh, I should fucking like
The memoir
start like a
of
because
Annie fucking Cruz.
yeah, exactly. I'm actually writing a book right now that has a lot of that already in it.
Annie fucking Cruz, An Erotic Life.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to interrupt. Back to you two banging.
tea. Well, which time do we want to talk about?
Yeah, because there's a few.
There's a few. I don't know.
There's several, actually. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not,
you
I'm
got
not
repeat
sure.
performance, huh?
See, yeah, so,
There's a couple. Yeah, so I guess my initial rating was probably acceptable.
well, you probably
good
didn't
enough.
know this, but everybody that listens to this podcast knows this, that I am not a repeat offender. I'm a fucking
Yeah, one and done.
one and done type of person.
Wham, bam, thank you, sir.
And everybody that
Or ma'am.
listens knows that if I fuck you more than once, okay, you were good. But if I fuck you more than twice, that means that you're really fucking good.
Radical. Spoiler alert. I guess I'm pretty fucking good.
Yeah, you're pretty fucking good. Yeah. But okay, let's see. We've had a couple of exciting fucking moments, actually. There was that one time you
Yeah, a
came
couple
over
strange things.
when I was crashing my friend's pad and we were playing video games.
Oh, yeah.
There was that time.
I remember that.
Yeah, we were
What were
playing-
you playing? You were playing The Last of
The
Us,
Last of
I think,
Us.
and you were wearing Batman Underoos.
Oh my God,
or something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That was sexy.
And there was that other time. Oh my God. There's that one time at your place. See, so,
Yeah, I know what she's trying to say. We did some weird shit.
Oh, yeah.
Weird for her or weird for like potentially the audience?
Well, I think
That's the difference.
it's going to be. I believe it was a first for both of us.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this
Details.
was a birthday.
Yes, it was. Okay,
was-
you should start the story off because it was your
God,
birthday.
I wish I could remember more of it. 'Cause since it was my birthday, I gotta admit I was definitely partying
Yeah.
all day. And by the time you came over, it was pretty hazy.
Yeah, I definitely came over.
Deep into my brownout at that point.
I think the best part of the story is, after like fucking for a very long fucking time, you had a martini glass chilling on your fucking desk. I don't know if it
Prepared.
was
We talked about this
Yeah.
before, but in passing.
Paint the scene for us, Annie.
Okay, so there's a martini glass sitting on his desk, just like waiting,
You two had just fucked, glistening in the moonlight.
Screaming
We're
to be
fucking
grabbed.
on the red furry carpet.
We were fucking on your bed first, and like whenever he and I have had sex, you would like fucking throw me around all these different fucking positions and shit, and like
I'm small, but I'm aggressive.
oh yeah, but it's fucking amazing, and it's
Only in the bedroom. I feel like I'm pretty passive everywhere in life. But when it comes to sex, something just
yeah.
clicks. you
Nothing
know?
wrong with that.
Yeah.
And that's why I kept coming back for more. But
Right,
anyways,
This is surprise and shock, but
yeah, like I've talked about it before on my radio show. Like, I'm not hiding that fact. But we started in the bed and like we fucking fucked for a while on the bed, and then we ended up on the floor. Like,
Did you guys roll off the bed?
no,
or-
like yeah,
I think we fell.
We literally rolled off the
bed collapsed
because I remember that
the mess
we
of it.
started on the bed, we rolled off onto the floor, kept fucking on the floor, and then at some point, and I think we videotaped this. Too.
Yeah, we did. We
totally
did. Yeah,
fucking
there's
videotaped this.
evidence of this.
There's evidence of this,
is
and
out
it's
there.
really fucking hot. But we grabbed the martini glass, and I remembered he was laying on his back. We propped up the camera so we could get the whole thing. I started fucking jerking his dick
Oh
until
my
he was about to
God.
fucking come. It was really fucking hot.
Shit,
dude.
graphic. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then-
You were blowing me. I remember that.
yeah, and then I started blowing you, and then you came in my mouth.
Yeah.
And
Surprise.
and then I spit it into the fucking martini glass. And then
Here's where it takes a drastic turn.
and I'm like, "Hey, birthday boy, you fucking thirsty?" And then he fucking comes up, and I feed him the martini glass.
I was on my back, and then you kind of
Yeah, and oh no,
You
that's what
opened
happened.
up my mouth,
I
yeah.
opened up his mouth, and then I poured the martini glass in his mouth, and then we started making out, and I started sharing it.
it's deviant.
That is
It's different.
It was really fucking hot.
It's crazy.
It was really hot.
almost like a snowball martini.
That's exactly what it is.
absolutely, yeah.
That should be a drink, actually.
Off the wall. Well, there's this is a blowjob shot.
Did you at least do yourself a favor, drink some pineapple first?
Hey man, I do everyone a favor because in my line of work, I get very intimate with my coworkers, and I know what my medicine tastes like, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make it easy on everyone. Stay hydrated. Eat
I
that
had no
fruit,
complaints.
guys. Eat that fruit.
If you eat fruit, it really does make a difference.
Yeah, and drink a lot of
You can
water.
definitely make a difference.
Don't
I remember-
smoke cigarettes, guys.
I remember having a threesome with this chick, and she'd never been with a girl before, and she was like, "I don't know how to prepare for this," because she'd never been with a woman before, and she was like, "What do I do?" So she started drinking a fuck ton of pineapple juice, and I shit you not, dude. She comes over and I'm like face first in her fucking pussy, and I'm like, tastes like fucking pineapples, dude. But only for like in the beginning. Like I don't know if she like drank a bunch before coming over, or if it's just a built up
Splashed a little onto the lips.
Yeah, because
you know?
I swear to God, I was eating her pussy and I was like, that tastes like fucking pineapple.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, it's true.
I feel so bad for the amount of people who my dick's been in their mouth because it probably all tastes like whiskey. The amount of times I have sex sober is pretty low, and I know. Yeah, hey, if you're into it, cool. But otherwise, yeah, it's probably got a bourbony aftertaste.
Bourbon, yeah,
Ooh,
right.
a little musk to it.
They're like, oh, I can make a cocktail with this. How about
A little
that?
barrel musk.
Instead of egg whites for the fizz, fucking
Oh
Matt's
boy. Don't give him ideas.
Ladies, if that's what you want to do.
Ladies, instead of the fizz, how about this?
You finish me off, I'll put it in the shaker, we'll make you a cocktail.
Oh God, can only imagine.
We're definitely earning that explicit rating tonight.
Yeah, I think without question. Without
Probably
question.
the most explicit shit we've talked about. I mean, we've talked about a lot of explicit shit.
You dove right into it. I thought we were going to progress to that point. I knew we were going to get on this topic, but you went head first. Now we're going to backtrack into like some.
I was like,
some
yeah,
other
this is how we
territory.
met, and then I just fucking spit it out there without realizing that I was spitting it out.
Quite literally.
Literally, yeah, literally.
You nasty Annie.
So was that the only time
Annie's right.
Nasty.
was that the only time that happened, or was there other?
Yeah, that was the only time for
That
that.
was only for that certain
think so.
act, I guess you could call it.
Did you baby bird him later?
What?
Like a mama bird to the baby bird.
I guess if you want
I
to
think
think
it kind
of
of
it
went
that
back
way.
and forth, but
What?
I guess. Yeah, sure. You can say you did.
I
Why
guess,
not?
Yeah, I guess we could say.
I just have a visual of you over him.
no, because I fed it to him in the glass.
I know.
Mama.
Yeah, Mama. And then
Sorry, it was just a funny visual to me. I know it probably didn't.
okay,
actually happen.
now the show is
Annie's
just gonna take a very
Crazy.
calm turn.
Crazy.
So before we got on air, Logan was admiring my video collection.
I
Speaking of
noticed.
movies,
You have a lot of great films.
You've been working
you.
on a new project though. I want to talk about that.
Oh yeah, drastic change of pace. Welcome back, everyone. We tuned out for the last 10 minutes.
Don't worry, I'll get weird again.
Right. So I'm working on a film. It's an adventure horror film called City of Ticks, and it's about two young archaeologists who are sent to Guatemala to uncover these ruins that have these Mayan ruins that have recently been discovered in the lost city of Copetch, right? And I play one of the archaeologists. And in doing so, we unlock this ancient curse that kind of keeps us trapped in the jungle and haunts us for a little bit. But for it, me and the other lead and the director, we flew to Guatemala for, I think it was 8 days we were there. And we actually were able to shoot on location just using what we had available and relying on all the locals to,
I saw the
kind of help
pictures.
us
I thought
out.
it was
That's fucking awesome.
rad, dude.
So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is mainstream, right?
Yeah. Nothing to do with porn.
yeah.
Fucking
It's
in the
kind of just a
jungle could be
passion
fun.
project.
What's that?
Fucking in the jungle could have been fun.
I've done that before.
I don't know about in Guatemala.
Not in Guatemala.
Pretty scary out there.
Is it just one of those places where you're like, I'm gonna keep my dick in my pants?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're better off.
That's how I felt in South Africa.
Anything could happen.
In South Africa. Oh yeah, we had this conversation
Yeah.
already.
So it's like,
You're like,
oh, hot girls. Oh, so much AIDS.
Full blown AIDS.
fuck.
But I think the trailer should be coming out next week.
Awesome.
The first
That's
trailer.
fucking rad, dude.
Yeah, I couldn't be more excited for it. I've been watching the dailies and some rough cuts, and it's looking really, really sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I
so
look
like,
forward to that.
you guys have already finished?
Yeah.
filming?
Production
It's
is
just in post-production now?
finished. Yeah, we've been in post for like the past month, maybe month
Oh,
and a
okay.
half.
Oh wow, so very fresh. Okay.
Yeah, very fresh. We're looking at an early fall release.
Nice.
So
Are you gonna try to do a
probably
festival circuit
October.
or what?
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool.
We're looking to have at least an initial premiere at one of the LA theaters, maybe Lemley or
Nice.
Cinefamily.
That's cool.
Or even
That'd be awesome.
even the Vista.
Very cool.
But we're a little ways away from that point. So all that's kind of just
So man,
up
indie
in the
films,
air right now.
indie films. I'm all about that fucking indie film life. I actually have
Yeah.
2 indie projects that are in post production right now. I don't think I've
Oh,
ever
yeah?
talked about it on this show. I think I brought it up, but I never actually talked about it.
I don't think we got any details. Things get a little hazy sometimes.
Yeah, you might start here, you end up, you don't know where you're going to go. Tell us about your movie, Annie.
Oh, okay. Now it's my turn. No, so like they're the one of them I can't talk about just yet because it's based on a true story and they're like, keep it hush hush, blah blah blah. But the other one I'm really stoked about. It's kind of like the best way to describe it is like Boondock Saints meets fucking Basquiat, because it's about an Irish painter who stumbles upon stolen money, like a bunch of bank robbers rob a bank. He finds the money, and then when the robbers come back to find their money, it's gone. And so they pick off all the people in the surrounding apartments.
Right,
and,
people who could have
stolen it. So I'm definitely in
something.
it. I'm the hoe next door.
Oh no.
The Irish painter, basically the Irish painter, he breaks up with his girlfriend, or his girlfriend breaks up with him, whatever. And we never actually physically have contact with each other because I'm his neighbor. He just watches me through his window.
Of course.
I like to flirt with him through my window because I know he's watching me. So there's a couple of scenes where I'm like, hi, and I'm like, you should come over here. And every time he is watching me when I don't realize it, I'm always with like a different dude. It's like art imitating life.
So they totally typecast you. They totally
typecast
big time.
No, but
oh no, I can almost foresee what happens to you, and it makes me sad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but
Makes me
it
sad.
was a really awesome experience. I'm really stoked. It's in post production right now. I actually finally got to watch a rough cut of it with the director and the producers, so I'm really excited about that too.
Hell yeah.
So
Awesome. I have no credits coming up. Sorry, guys.
except for your non-sex role in fucking.
Oh yeah, what
We
movie?
can
What
talk
movie?
about that.
I know.
You want to talk about it?
As we've mentioned to the audience multiple times, I played a rabbi in a recent Burning Angel feature where
Because he's a Jew.
The one with Juanito Blanco?
well, I was in Cindy Queen.
Same one? Yeah, Cindy Queen of Hell.
I had
that's right.
I had one line in that one. I think I screamed in a party scene, "You chicks are hot! Happy Halloween!"
SAG card worthy.
Well, no, but
wish.
for this one, I
wish.
played a rabbi named Mordecai, and Joanna was hooking up my lovely daughters, trying to marry them off, and turns out they're all whores and they all love black.
Oh, that's right. I know this title.
Yeah.
This is Jews Love Black Cock.
Yeah.
Yes. How could I forget? Classic story.
In theory, I may get nominated for an AVN for it. So,
Absolutely, yeah. I love Burning Angel.
oh, I do too. That's,
I want to say that again. I love Burning Angel. I've yet to shoot for them, and I've
You
wanted
haven't
to.
shot for them
I've
yet.
wanted to shoot for Burning Angel since I was like 16 years old. Which,
oh shit!
It was 10 years ago. If anyone's
Have you
wondering.
talked to Joanna?
Yeah, and it's just I don't know why. I think it's because am I not tattooed enough? I have
No,
two
they're- no,
tattoos.
they're male talent.
I know they use Xander. Who else has no tattoos? Just Xander without
Xander.
tattoos.
I mean, they were using Pete for
Oh yeah, Mr.
for
Pete.
POV
Oh,
Punks,
yeah.
and Pete only has a handful of tattoos.
I
Yeah,
love
he doesn't
Burning
have
Angel.
range.
That's what.
I'll just have to tell Joanna. Come on, you have to shoot him. He's got to.
Well, like apparently Stefan, you guys know Stefan,
Yeah.
ZT. He's been talking to her, and she hit me up before, but it just never came to fruition.
I'm sure it's going to happen.
It'll
Anyway, guys,
happen.
play Matchmaker, please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, for
please.
sure. Sure.
Make my dreams come true.
I was literally talking to Small Hands earlier today, so
Yeah.
I love Small Hands.
Yeah.
I see him all the time.
he was
I don't know.
our very first guest under the old
The old, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
branding.
The old branding.
The old.
We're gonna
brand.
have him back on,
This is some new shit. Yeah, we should probably have him back on.
This is the Ghost Tequila brand.
or possibly Doom's whiskey, which is being brought. I don't know if they're
What, like
publicly
that?
backing it.
Um,
Whatever. They'll yell at me if I'm not supposed to say anything. But Joanna and Small Hands are rolling out their own whiskey brand.
yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Which we're stoked about, obviously.
What did you say the name was? Doom?
Doom's.
Yeah,
Dooms. Oh yeah, I'm
It's
into
going to be in
that.
California and 6 other countries in the next 6 months.
That's fucking rad, dude.
Yeah.
I've been working on it for a while now, so.
That's great. I want some of that.
Yeah. I was like, gimme, gimme.
I was told, quote, there's a bottle with my name on it.
Well,
He's got to claim it.
there better be one with my name on it.
And fucking cruise.
Well, I think when they actually launch, we'll have Joanna and Small Hands on.
Yeah, we'll have them on the show together.
Yeah, because when
Totally
we
do
had
that.
them on, we had them on separately previously.
Oh, previously. Okay.
So we've never had them on as a couple.
well, then we can do
Oh,
that
yeah.
for this new brand.
That could be a Valentine's Day edition.
I don't want to wait till February.
Let's see, is 6 months? Well, After it's released 6 months from now, you're looking pretty close to February.
Oh yeah, if it gets released in 6 months, yeah, he's got a point.
Yeah, but I want the bottle before then.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
wait,
just
do you
the
think
bottle.
You
Oh,
think
I
they'll
see,
give
I
us the
see.
bottle
Yeah,
before
yeah.
it launches?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, they need someone to taste test it. and
For
be like,
sure, yeah.
okay.
Movies get reviewed before they're
Listen.
released.
True.
Especially, we will talk about it in a public forum and
Yeah. And the people are going to know.
right.
They need to know.
They have to know. It's our responsibility
Yeah.
to tell them about this whiskey.
Exactly.
It's my mission.
You have
it's
a
my
moral
goal.
responsibility.
There's more in the shaker.
I know. I'm trying
like
to
some.
lately, I've been drinking really fucking slow. So
You don't say.
except for when we do shots. When we do shots, it's like, whoop, okay, there goes Cruz. Bye.
That's the thing about a shot, You shoot
know.
it back, it's gone.
And that's why when I have a drink,
Here
I'm
one
just-
second, gone the next.
Cheers, everyone. Oh.
Cheers. Cheers.
A shot of liquor. Why is it called a shot? Because you're shooting it. Anyways, that's what I always thought.
Well, okay. According to
Throwing it back. Hey,
True.
barkeep, let me get a throw. No, let me get a shot. I'm going to shoot it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's one
That's
of the
gotta be the
definitions,
easiest
'cause
way.
It's another word for a rapid motion. A shot.
Yeah. Bang bang.
His arm shot out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Her breast shot out of her shirt.
Shot of her tit. I mean,
Her shot out of her tits.
Shot out of her shirt.
Her nipples
What is
shot
wrong
right
with
out of
me?
her tits.
Okay, anyways. What else is going on with you?
Let's see. Still working on that book. I have a.
I remember you telling me about it. And
yeah.
I still want to read it, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, hopefully one day you will. It's called Between the Sheets. It's a novel, but I'm starting to call it a novella now, just because
Really?
it's a little. I guess on the short end. I mean, it's a full novel, but something about the length. I'm just like, yeah. First out of the gate, let me undersell myself. Like it's a novella, but it's a fictionalization of
Okay.
the birth of Logan Pierce. This
Gotcha.
this character. Because I am not truly Logan Pierce. Logan Pierce is just something that I came up with in my imagination, So on the internet, people get this one idea of this character, but through literature and everything else, I have the freedom to kind of just mess with reality a little bit and take a lot of artistic liberty in telling this story and shedding a little light on this guy
Becoming an international man of mystery.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's a little fun. It's fun to play with reality and to mess with people's expectations a little bit, and to just paint an image of somebody flawed, so at one point you can think that they're a bad guy, and at other points you're rooting for them, but it's still human.
Well,
So-
in the real world, no one's black and white.
Absolutely,
good or bad.
absolutely. And with porn, a lot of people have like assumptions on how porn stars should act or how porn
Yeah.
stars are perceived, and it really isn't until you're either one yourself or in the business or know someone intimately where you're just like, yeah, you're just a regular person like everybody else,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. And then that revelation though is such like a strange thing that's very unique to just porn. Oh, I didn't expect you to be so normal.
And that's,
I hear that shit all the
story
time.
of my
yeah.
life.
Or like, oh my God, you're the farthest thing from a porn star. Yeah, well, how do you know? Like,
Yeah.
am I the first one you
Because like
met?
me, I've always considered myself a weirdo to begin with.
Yeah.
But when people do meet me, they're like, "Wow, you're actually pretty normal." I'm like, I don't even consider myself normal, but what do you mean? And it's because
yeah,
of the
yeah.
whole-
I would never
What
consider
did
you
you
normal.
expect?
And I'm
Absolutely not. Yeah.
But people that meet me knowing that I come from porn or was in porn, whatever you want to call it, they always phrase it that way. Like, wow, you're pretty normal for someone that did porn. And
yeah,
it's like, what are you talking
what,
about?
What do you
Like-
mean? What do you mean?
Like, what does that even mean? Like, what does that even mean? Normal. Okay, anyways.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Normal means boring, I think.
Absolutely.
It is boring.
Absolutely.
For sure. I've
Yeah.
never considered myself normal.
If you can just fit in, a round peg, and you're not making any waves, or you're not standing out, then what's
You
the
pump
point?
out your 2.5 children. You got your white picket fence.
Yeah, exactly.
You go to church every Sunday.
You got everything planned out for you for the rest of your life.
I don't even have what's planned out for the rest of the night.
So you do or you don't?
I don't.
Yeah, neither do I.
There you go. Just fly by the seat of your pants, live in the moment.
I try to. I absolutely try to.
Exactly. Every time we've recorded a podcast, we're like, oh, we're gonna go do this afterwards. We're gonna do that, and then we're like, oh, we're just way too drunk to do anything, or just we roll out of here, and then we're like, fuck, I woke up naked. I don't even know how. So,
guess not remembering us getting Thai food.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh god.
Yeah, you had a little Thai adventure.
I had a female guest here who a total civilian chick. She does not do porn. I have to point out that important fact because that was definitely the wildest show we have done.
Really?
Yeah. And it wasn't me. It was her. I don't want to spoil it for everybody.
By the time this airs, that is already aired.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, so there you go.
She was all over him.
It's the daddy look.
She was all over him.
Look.
And I remembered it was so cute because we were gonna go to a bar afterwards. Like, let's go. There's a bar down the street. Like, oh, let's go to the bar, have a couple drinks, and hang out for a little bit.
Nope.
She was so wasted. I was like, let's go get food. So we went across the street, got some food, and the next morning, because she ended up spending the night with me. Like, she was trying to stay here, but then she was like, we all ended up back at my place.
Matt was like, "You take care of her."
She crawled.
Please.
No,
take her off my hands.
She crawled into the fetal position on the couch after she said she was going to come home with him, and she was like, "I just need to take a nap." And Matt was like, "She's done. I'm going to go home now." So
take a nap. What time is it? Like 10:30, 11? Let me just take a nap and I'll be good.
because
we wrapped at like 1 a.m.
We wrapped at like 1 a.m.
Man, yeah.
It was like a Saturday night show.
Let me just take a nap.
It was like a
right
Saturday
now.
night. It was a Saturday night. So that's why we were like, oh, we'll go to a bar or whatever, So we had finished. We wrapped up here and then went and got food. And the next thing I know, we're like, oh, shit, it's already 1 o'clock. Fuck.
You guys were jumping in the Uber and she's like, get in, Matt, get in.
Yeah,
I'm
we got into a lift going back to my place. And she's like, no, Matt, you have to come with us. You have to come with us. And he looked at me and I'm like, just whatever, dude, come on. So we go back to my place.
Once we got in, I'm like, this isn't going to happen. I know it's not going to happen.
And she was still kind of like all over you.
I know that feeling too. There's a certain moment in the night where you're like, it's either this or that. It's the tipping point. You're like,
and then the tipping point was when she was crawled into the fetal position on my couch. And he was like, and she was just like, I just need to take a nap and then I'm good. And you're like, no, you're done.
Get
have a
out
good night.
Here.
I will see you when I see you.
And then the next morning, she was like, girl, did I do anything outrageous last night? And I'm like, really?
Where did you meet her? She was on the show, so I'm assuming she's a personality or something.
So I met her on MySpace.
Like fucking 2008? When did you do this?
2007.
Holy shit.
2007. She was a singer of a punk band.
Okay.
And I was a fan of her band. So I went to go see her play in Las Vegas, and then we became friends after that. And we just kind of...
Oh, so you've just been like
we became
hanging
really
out ever
close.
since. Okay.
Yeah. And she's a freak and a half.
Apparently.
She squirts. She's a freak.
Oh, I need to text her again,
That's
don't
why
I?
I love her.
I totally should text her again, huh?
You should totally text her and be like, hey.
We were supposed to hang out, and then neither one of us followed up on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because now she has like a real
happens all
job
the time,
now, and
too.
she's got like a 9 to 5 and shit.
Well, and with all the shit I had going on, it was just like we were supposed to hang out last weekend, and I got tied up with a bunch of shit for production and other shit. I'm like, oh, I should probably...
That's how it goes. I've had so many first dates where it's like, all right, yeah, I'll hit you up.
Yeah.
And then it's like, maybe not. Maybe I'm just a little busy. I got my own stuff to worry about. Sorry.
That's when I'm like, this
and you
is
just
never
like move
happening
on.
ever. I'm moving on.
It just doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Well, she lives deep in the OC, too.
She lives far.
Okay, that is a great factor. Yeah. In LA, it's like, okay, you live in the Valley. I live in Hollywood. I'm never going to see you. I'm sorry. It's
That's
just
like
not
me.
going to happen. Yeah.
Do you live north of Studio City? Then I'm not seeing you.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're on the west side, sorry.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen.
I may make a beach day every once in a while.
Exactly.
See,
Unless I'm at the beach, I'm probably not going to see you. It's just not going to happen.
yeah, on the map, it's 12 miles. In reality, it might as well be another state.
It's fucking
Yeah,
LA.
dude, get
It's going to
the
take like
fuck
an
outta
hour
here.
and a half to fucking fucking travel 12 anyways.
Oh, I was
It's too
hollering
much.
at a girl who lives out in fucking Fontana. I'm like, you
And
might as well live
give
in
me
Arizona,
shit.
girl.
Where the
You
fuck
gave
is
me shit
Fontana?
for like when I would meet up with dudes that were like within that fucking 2-3 mile radius. I'm like, there's a reason why, because I don't travel for dick like that.
I'm just saying,
know?
get out of Hollywood. At least go to West Hollywood or East Hollywood or North
I learned my
Hollywood.
lesson. I learned my lesson.
Yeah,
because
don't be within a block of your
what
house.
happens to Cruz when she fucks all of Hollywood is she starts running into these people.
Yeah, you're shitting where you eat.
Very guilty of that.
You can go at least
Bad
go to
problem.
Mid City.
What?
You can go to
Mid
Mid City.
City. Spend your nights at Apple Pan in the Landmark Theater.
Listen, the last time I went to Culver City to go meet,
Culver
to
City,
hook
God.
up with 2 different people, I was like, it's never happening.
That's too
again.
far west.
It's never
Yeah,
happening again. It's
absolutely,
never happening. It's
absolutely.
never happening
Way too
again.
far.
I
thank
think
you.
Beverly Hills is like the cutoff.
Yeah.
It's still pretty far.
Yeah, but I'm assuming they have money if I'm going to Beverly Hills.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm a gold digger. Shit.
There was a chick that
I
really
was
wanted to
gonna
hook up
see
with me
the
that
way
was in
you're
Beverly
living.
Hills, but she was crazy. She was crazy.
Give her my number.
You don't want to fuck her. She's crazy.
And
I
fun
had her
crazy?
naked in my bed, and I still didn't do it because she's that fucking crazy. And then I was right because she like flipped out on me, and I was like, I'm really glad I didn't fucking hit that.
Okay, don't give her my number.
She was
Yeah,
fucking.
but you got
and it was just the 2 of us.
dangerously
There was no
close.
guys. It was just me and her. And then I was like, oh my God, this chick is fucking crazy. And then sure enough, she's fucking crazy.
I want to know what type of crazy is too crazy for you.
Right?
Because, I mean, you're a complex person, I'll say.
She's very.
you got a lot going on, and sometimes you scare me, Annie.
Do I really?
You're intimidating. You're an intimidating
Oh, you
woman.
mean like that? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, what would be like a deal breaker for you if you have a woman naked in your bed? What could she possibly do for you to be like?
She was
nah.
complaining about an ex-girlfriend and how she was going off on this ex-girlfriend of hers and how she was like basically stalking her and all these different things. The story she was telling me was what freaking me out. I was like, wait a minute, what? Like, you did what and what and what because of your ex-girlfriend? What? And then. And then she had her ex-girlfriend in my house, and they got into a fight. Poor Kyle was there, my roommate. Okay, my old roommate because I don't live there anymore.
This is the guy who cleaned out your Jaeger
Yes,
machine,
he's
right?
the guy that cleaned
Yeah.
out my Jaeger machine.
Kyle's a good guy.
So
you know, I
he,
like
he
Kyle.
actually hooked up with her. This is what's fucked up. And he even told me, "Yo, never doing that again."
Oh, shit.
Shit.
So she's clingy. That's the number one thing. I from all the stories she shared with me, I gathered that she's very clingy, and she is. When I cut her off, she started fucking like texting the fuck out of me, telling me like, "Why are you doing this to me? Why are you ignoring me? Come on, fucking talk to me." And I haven't even fucked her. I'm like,
See, this is why I go with the mediocre dick plan. Just give her mediocre dick, and she'll be like, yeah, that
but
wasn't
see,
working.
when it comes to women, I mean, it comes with both men and women, but really with the ladies, I go the extra mile because I'm like, I have to fucking like show that I got the skills.
Right. That's why you should have just been like lackluster about it, and she would have left you alone. You could have gotten yours and
I
gotten
don't know,
out.
man. I don't know.
But then your reputation is hurt.
Exactly.
And they're
She's
like, wait a
"Oh,
second,
she didn't
Annie
even make me
Cruz,
come. Fuck.
Annie fucking Cruz can't do it. Like, there's no hope
well,
for
then-
anyone else.
I picked up a lesbian in at the Abbey once, okay? Total lesbian.
Oh, yeah.
Hooked up with her. The next morning she tells me, "Thanks for blowing my mind in bed." And I'm like, okay, that's when you know I'm good with the ladies when a fucking lesbian who doesn't fuck men tells me that I blew her mind in bed.
See, I'd rather just keep the
Okay.
expectations low, and then when I hook it up, be like, oh shit, that was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I'm like, that's right. Don't believe the hype.
That's right.
I do scare a lot of people though. I really do.
No, because I'll just lay the mediocre dick on people I
Did
don't
I
want to
ever?
stick
Okay,
around with.
I never told you this story. I had a guy come over and literally leave because he was scared of me. He comes over and we talked for an hour. We talked for an hour, and he's like, "I'm sorry, but I can't do this." I was like, "Did I say something wrong?"
shit.
Because now I'm freaking out. Like, did I do or say something wrong? And he's like, "No, no."
Apparently, yeah, I think you did.
He was just like, I just feel like you're extremely sexual. This is exactly what he said to me. You're extremely sexual, and I feel like I'm way too inexperienced for you. So, I don't mean any offense. He says this to me. I don't mean any offense by this at all. But I feel like if I leave right now, You're just gonna call somebody else to come over, and you know what?
you did.
And I did. He left, and I was like, "Fuck, okay."
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, dude,
But yeah, I scared
why'd you
the shit
get
out
out
of
of here?
him.
when the mountain is presented to you, you climb it. Don't just run away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's not a mountain. So
I scare a lot of people.
I mean-
It's the story of my life.
To fail, whatever, that's fine. But at least you tried.
right?
He's just like, nah, I'm getting the hell out of here while I still can.
What's the worst that could have happened to you, bro?
She
And
would
it
have eaten him
wasn't-
alive.
And it wasn't like I was being like, I wasn't like all over him or being weird. Like I was just being a normal cruise, you know, like, oh hi, welcome to my house.
You're
Whatever.
like
we sat
deadlifting
down.
in the living room?
No, we were like just.
Did you just grab him by the dick? Like,
Yeah,
I
seriously?
didn't though. That's the thing. I'm telling you right now.
Did you whip out your
I
power
didn't- I
drill
didn't-
from the bedroom?
I didn't do anything that would like outwardly make someone be like, "Well, you're freaking me out." It was just, I guess it was just my like, I don't know, just my presence or something. Because I invited him in, offered him a drink. We were in the living room the entire
Sorry,
time.
pal. I only got Jaeger. Hope you're cool with that.
and we're just chilling and talking and just I felt like I was being normal. I wasn't like acting a certain way. I wasn't being overtly like sexual towards him or anything because you know he was like the first time I'd ever met this dude. So we're like hanging out, and then out of nowhere he was just like, okay, I can't. I'm like, what?
question. Was he looking at his phone for a few minutes beforehand? Was he Googling you?
No, he did tell me that he realized who I was when he fucking pulled up on my street, and he was like, "I only just recently figured out who you are, and this is freaking me out." So that was part of it. But
I see. Where'd you meet him? I guess not
either
on the internet?
On the internet. I met
You
him on the
did?
internet, yeah. Either Tinder.
And he
or
didn't put it
Bumble.
together there.
Huh?
And he didn't put it together in the moment.
I don't know, because if I
just
could
didn't-
pull up, I can't remember his name. If I could pull up his text, it would fucking
Bradley.
No, not even the text. I wrote about this, and I remember writing about it on Facebook and talking about how like this dude straight up just came over here and fucking told me. That has more details on it, but I can't fucking remember. But yeah, I remember that was part of it. He came and he was like, it just fucking dawned on me, like in what the fucking few minutes it took you to park your car, man? Come on.
Oh, and he drove too? Mm-hmm. Damn. He probably spent more time looking for parking than he did in
Right.
your apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was like giving himself a pep talk in the car, like, you
He
could do this,
probably
man.
was.
It's Eddie Cruz, man. You could do this. You
I
could
can
do
tell.
this.
I can tell when like if you're not into it, why would you spend like an hour, you know, like talking to me? Because we're hanging out, we're having a good time, and then he just started freaking out. He was just like, straight up, you are just way too sexual for me. And I'm like, what? And it wasn't like I was being sexual. I wasn't like saying sexual things. Like we were just having a normal conversation, you know, talking or whatever. And then he was just like, I can't.
Apparently fucking you is like skydiving. You know, some people get up in the plane and just can't make it out the door.
That was exactly that
Oh,
situation.
could you imagine? Have you guys been skydiving before?
I have.
I really want to.
Could you imagine getting up there and not jumping out of the plane?
Oh, you'd feel like such a bitch.
Absolutely. It's like, shit, I'm at
Yeah.
14,000
I'd be
feet.
like, just push me.
I'm
Just
strapped
push
to
me.
somebody's back right now. I mean, someone's chest right now. And I'm telling them no. No way.
I will freely admit the thought crossed my mind.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
The first time I went skydiving, Skydive Chicago, a couple of years back, and I'm definitely freaking out like on the flight up because you don't think about it. It's a little like prop plane. So
Yeah. The door's open the whole time.
Yeah, it's a very different flight experience than a commercial flight.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, so I'm talking to my instructor, and he's like, yeah, I do this 14 times a day. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, a lot of those
Big
guys,
time,
a lot of
yeah.
those people that do that, they fucking do it so many times per day, and it's
Yeah.
like nothing for them.
I think you have to get like 1,000 jumps before you can be an instructor.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of jumps.
So yeah, you're jumping all the time.
And there was also 5 sport jumpers that went first. The 5 of them went out at the same time. Like 2 guys went out sideways, 1 guy went out backwards.
They're doing the point break, like
Yeah.
holding hands and
Yeah.
everything.
I'm like, I am such a bitch right now. These guys just like fell out of the plane. It wasn't like
Oh my God.
keep
Like it
on-
was no big thing. They're
Yeah.
like, whatever, I
They're
do this
like-
all the time.
Later.
later. So
Adios, amigo.
I get to the door. It's my turn to jump. I was like 3rd or 4th. Knees out the plane, and Skydive Chicago's out far in the burbs. Like you can see the plots of farms, like the different
Yeah.
squared off
Yeah.
farms from the plane.
Oh,
Like
boy.
holy.
Yeah,
fuck.
then it just looks like a grid.
Yeah.
Looking down, you're just looking at a grid.
Yeah, grid of farmland. I'm like, fuck I'm not sure.
Yeah, they make the decision for you. Yeah, you have no time to rethink it.
Once I was in the air, I was fine. The critique I actually got from the instructor that I was a little too loose.
Really?
Too loose. You enjoyed
Have you
yourself a
ever
little
gone
too much.
skydiving?
I did, yeah, once when I was 20, 21
Oh
maybe.
wow, where at?
Yeah, it was called Jesus. I don't fucking remember what it's called.
What was
actually,
it? Was it on the East Coast, West Coast?
Yeah. It was in Pennsylvania. I did
Okay.
it because my girlfriend at the time was like really adamant about doing it, and I'm like, babe, I don't know about this. I'm fucking scared. I don't want to do it. But she's like, you have to. My mom's going. My brother's going. You know,
my God. The
everyone's
whole
going.
family's going.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, shit. If I don't go, like, then I'm just an asshole. I'm just like the boyfriend who doesn't want to have fun.
Yeah.
But
I'll wait for you on the ground, girl. No.
yeah, I was like, well, if I'm going, I got to do it. So, you know, the whole thing, they teach you like, okay, at 1,000 feet, pull the plug or the whatever. And you're like, oh, I guess I will. I hope someone tells me.
Did you pull yourself or?
Yeah. Because what happened, I mean, there was a guy videotaping the entire thing, jumped out with us. And at the certain point, the instructor, the guy strapped to my back, grabs my arm, puts it in front of my face. And that's a clear marker that like, okay, I guess I should pay attention to that. And then pull the thing, the ripcord. And you're so high.
Oh yeah.
You're like literally,
Yeah.
figuratively.
Yeah.
You are just so many endorphins racing. But by the time you pull the chute, it was incredible.
For me, I was able to. I was able to pull on my own without prompting.
Oh, really?
I just completely accepted my fate once I was out of the plane. I was freaked until I was in the air, and once I was in the air, I'm like, if shit goes wrong, it's beyond me now. I might as well enjoy this fucking ride.
Yeah, you're already falling. The first 60 seconds, you can't make a sound. The wind's blowing in your mouth. Your skin's rippling.
It cleared my
And-
sinuses into my throat.
Yeah, like you don't. It doesn't even feel like you're falling. It just feels like you're just rushing wind past you.
It felt like a really fast roller coaster.
Yeah, it's wild.
I really want to do it. I haven't done it yet.
I'm totally
wanna do
down.
it.
I actually met an amazing single serving friend on a flight 2 years ago
Mm-hmm.
who's a professional dive instructor out in Temecula, and I'm still in contact with him. He's like, whenever you want to come out to the drop zone, man, I'll hook you up.
Oh my god.
Did you call him a single serving friend?
Yeah.
Is that a Fight Club reference?
It is, but I also used to travel quite a bit, so...
Right, but you just use that to refer to anyone you meet on a plane?
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah, I was flying to Spain. The LAX to Salt Lake leg was me and him in first class, and like it's not very often I get someone around my age sitting next to me in first class. Usually it's older, white dudes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
So I'm like, we sit down, we get our pre-takeoff cocktail. I'm like, cheers, man, cheers, and then start bullshitting about what we do. And he's like, yeah, I'm a like Red Bull sponsored dive master.
Shit.
Oh, man.
Dude, the jump videos he puts up because he like does the wingsuit and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some scary shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a video of a girl she went skydiving for the first time, and a girl in a wingsuit flew backwards and was videotaping the whole thing. Just like, nothing, I'm just free falling backwards.
Oh, my God.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I forgot to mention about the first time I jumped, because I was just out of a messy breakup.
Oh, shit.
Because I'm a dick. I put my exes all my, like, in case of death, contact info.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's a serious moment when you got to sign those forms.
Yeah, it's like 9 pages of you will die. You will die. You will die.
We are not liable. Shit happens.
Oh, my God.
When you die, you are not liable. We are not liable in any way, shape,
There
or
was
form.
actually a porn performer who used to be, I think he still is.
Voodoo.
No, not just
Oh,
Voodoo.
I know who you're talking about.
He hurt
Yeah.
his legs before he became a performer.
Though he like
Forgot his name now.
I think he went skydiving. The chute didn't pull.
He was an instructor.
and he
then-
just fell, but he survived.
Yeah, he survived and fucked up his
Chris
legs.
Johnson?
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, that's his
I
name.
knew
Hell
his
yeah.
name was
Hell
Chris
yeah.
something.
Yeah, because he was
Oh,
still
man.
dive mastering at Skydive Las Vegas.
I mean, he's
when I was
back
still in
doing
Vegas.
it, but I remembered he was doing that before he got into porn, and then fucked up his legs, got into porn, and then he still fucking skydives, man.
Yep.
Fucking crazy.
Crazy.
I kept meaning to go out to Skydive Vegas and jump with him when I was living out there, and I just never got around to it.
No shit. Well,
you ever-
I want to go because I haven't done it yet.
Did you ever go to Top Golf? You know,
Everybody goes to
do
Topgolf.
golf. Yeah, I mean it's pretty like
I want to go
commercial.
because my best friend lives out there now, Kehlani Lane. She lives out there, and she's
it's like
always
the
going
lucky
there.
strike of
Vegas,
driving
right?
ranges.
Nice.
Yeah. But it's kind of nice. I like golf. I golf fairly frequently.
I played
I went
golf
golfing
in high
last
school.
night actually.
Like mini golf or golf.
Like golf.
Yeah, I played golf
Yeah.
in high school.
Oh yeah. You should hit the links with me sometime.
Nobody fucking knows that piece of info. They're like,
Y'all-
what?
Yeah, well,
Y'all
now
too
they
white
do.
for me.
I was the only
Yeah.
reason why I did it.
Actually, let me tell you, on the course, the most people I see are Asians. Asians left off, I guess, if I can be... I don't know. If I can throw that out there, I don't think it's a negative thing. I'd love it. I love
Obviously,
golf.
Cruz did it in high
I mean,
school.
the only
Yeah.
reason why I did it was because there was no females on the team, and the coach was like, "You should totally fucking play." And I was like, and I was like, "All right, fine." So I played, and then I convinced one of my other girlfriends to fucking play with me, so that we could kind of like.
How many
buddy up.
teammates did you
yeah.
bang?
None. 'Cause I was a dork.
They're-
I was a dork in high school.
And
Trust.
they're the golf team.
Dorks have sex. I know. I've
True.
gotten
That's
laid
right.
before.
We had this conversation.
All
I-
jocks think about is sports. All
graduated-
nerds think about is sex.
I graduated high. Like, trust
Fuck
me.
yeah, Revenge of the
all
Moon.
I
That's
thought,
right. There
all
you
I
go.
thought about was fucking sex when I was growing up.
Uh-huh.
But I was very shy. I was so fucking shy. Like if I could meet the 16-year-old me, oh my god. I was.
But the
super fucking
18-year-old
shy.
you, fucking off the
Even
rails.
17-year-old
Yeah.
me. Because
Oh
when
my
I went to
God.
college when I was 17, and that's when the horse switch turned on, I was like, oh my god, they come in different sizes. I didn't know that. Because that's what started it. I graduated high school only having had sex with 2 people. I only graduated high school only having had sex with 2 people. And then I went to college. Within the first month, hooked up with this dude on the basketball team that was like 6'5". 6 foot fucking 5.
That's a foot taller than me.
Yeah, he was huge. And I was like, and he was fucking
Proportionate.
proportioned. Because I swear to God, after I could barely fit that thing in my mouth, and I was like, I don't even want this in my pussy. Because I was only had sex with 2 people that were like mediocre in size. And I see this dude, and I'm like,
Yeah, you're going to learn today.
oh yeah.
You're going to learn real hard.
Oh yeah. And I fucking was sore for like a week. I was like, I can't. It hurts. My pussy hurts. But something happened after I hooked up with him. A light turned on. Something, and I just needed to fuck everything that
Yeah,
moved.
you wanted that pain again.
Yeah, I was like, give it to me.
It sounds like the opening scene from Reservoir Dogs. She was a fuck machine, and then she felt that pain like a
That's
virgin.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the first time.
It's probably
Virgin.
now that now that I'm
Hence,
really thinking
like a
deeply about
virgin.
this because of you guys, maybe that's what it is.
Speaking of which, Reservoir Dogs just turned 25, I think, today or yesterday.
Oh my
Oh, shit.
god.
Yeah, I saw that on IndieWire.
Wow.
I think it was today, but I could double check.
It's like when you
might
think
take a minute.
25 years ago, I'm like, oh my god.
I fucking love Reservoir Dogs. I watched
Me
that movie
too.
the other day. It's still my favorite.
It's good.
It's my number 1 Tarantino.
What are you looking up there, Matt?
Came out in 92, yep.
Oh my god, I was 7. I was
You were 7?
I was 7 when that movie came out.
I was 2. I was 2.
I'm fucking
Sweet.
old.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you're older
I
than
was
me.
2 years
Matt.
old.
Yeah. I was 11.
Oh man, did you see it in theaters by chance?
I didn't, but I did see Pulp Fiction. in theaters.
Oh yeah.
Believe
Oh,
me,
man, dude,
that big
you
rain
had
scene
a
at like fucking
great-
14. Like, what the fuck?
Shit.
Oh my god.
Your teenage years, you had some sick movie screenings. Oh
Fuck
my
yeah.
god.
We I got to see it, and Cruz was late, so she missed it. We got to see Heat on the big screen.
Okay, I'm
Oh yeah.
really sad. I'm really
oh
sad
yeah.
because
When, where was this?
Down by UCLA, they were doing.
It was at the Westwood. It was
yeah,
at the Westwood.
Okay.
They were doing
Here-
the definitive edition screening with a Q&A with Michael Mann.
Michael Mann was there.
yeah.
I got tickets and everything.
man.
You want to know what's fucked up? I get there, right? Literally, he's like, you should just Uber. And I'm like, fuck, I was already running late.
You can't
So
drive. You
I
gotta Uber
drove.
places.
No, I fucking drove. And he's waiting in line. There's the line wrapped all the way around the street.
She
Absolutely.
forgets the part where I geotagged a parking lot for her and sent it to her.
and there's
but
no
see, when I
reserved
went,
seats,
it was,
right? It's like they overbook it. And you just gotta. Yeah.
So he's
yeah,
telling
fuck.
me we're almost to the door. If you can hurry up and park, you can fucking jump in line.
Oh my god.
So as soon as I park, he's like, we're going through the doors. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I go to the end of the line, and there's like a lady at the theater that works there, and
Yeah.
I'm like, please tell me that I'm gonna get into this fucking theater. I'm just gonna skip over to the worst part of this fucking story. So all of a sudden, she tells me, oh yeah, you're definitely gonna get in. It's not a big
No
deal.
problem. Yeah.
All of a
so long
sudden,
as you're
some
in line.
angry dude comes walking down the line. It's fucking overbooked. They're not letting anybody in. It's full. He sends me a text. I saved a seat for you, and I'm like, so I go up to the front. I'm like, my friend is in there. He saved a seat for me. And then the lady that worked for the theater was nice enough to get the lady in charge and was like, hey, she has a friend in there holding a seat for her. this lady was a cunt and a half. And she was like, whose list are you on?
Whose list?
She started giving me shit. I'm sure if I was like charming enough, or maybe she was a dude, I could have like weaseled my way in.
You're right.
Fact of the matter is,
didn't work out.
she was a cunt face, and I was like, well, maybe you shouldn't have fucking overbooked this goddamn show. Someone actually said, one of the angry guys in line with me was like, they fucking pulled a United Airlines. And I was like,
shit.
God damn it.
Oh, and I kept turning people away from the seat too. I'm like,
Yeah, of course,
the best
of course.
the best part, that fucking seat, still fucking empty the entire time.
Yeah, I bet, because at the very end, they're probably like, are there any open seats? You didn't raise your hand. You're like, oh, no, let's take them.
fuck no. I'm like,
And then-
no, my friend's coming. My friend's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she never came.
Yeah.
That's...
Because when they were like, because the lady that was in charge, she kept saying it's full, there's no seats. And I said, well, my friend just texted me. She even asked to look at the text, showed her your text, and I said, look at the text. And then she started saying some shit, and then when she was she wasn't even being nice about it. She was being a cunt about it. So that, of course, made me kind of give attitude back, and then I was like,
yeah.
fuck this shit, I'm out.
It's feeding the fire now.
And he forgot to mention when I got in line, I'm like, hurry, it's a massive line.
Well, I was
Yeah,
like,
as
the
it should
parking
be.
lot. I said, I said, hey, I went to the pin that you dropped and that you sent me, and it's a fucking UCLA like parking lot. I don't think I can park there. He goes, yes, there's visitor parking there, and I'm like, are you sure? And I had already left the lot at that point. So I'm like scrambling. I ended up parking at the Geffen Theater and then walked, and then I fucking ran, and then I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
That's tough. And then you're just stuck in Westwood.
Yeah, and then I'm just stuck in Westwood.
What you gonna
So
do?
I was like, well, I guess I'll just fucking get a sandwich, because there was a sandwich shop.
You
next
go to
the
Fat
theater.
Sal's?
Yeah, Fat Sal's, of course.
Fat Sal's, yeah.
Yeah, I got fat cells all the time.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna get Fat Sal's and eat my sorrows away. This fucking
Get a
sucks.
nice mozzarella stick French fry sandwich. Call it a night.
For a town that eats mostly eats healthy, Fat Sal's is the polar fucking opposite.
I remember bringing a friend there once. No, not bringing a friend once. I remember waking up hungover once. I was like, I need to Postmate something because I can't, whatever. This is when I was living with Anthony and Kyle, and I had never eaten Fat Sal's before, so I'm looking at the menu and I'm like, is this really stuffed into the fucking sandwiches? And I remember ordering it, getting it, and I'm like, holy shit, this thing is huge.
That's right.
But it hit the spot. It fucking hit the spot.
Shout out to Jerry Ferrara. Thank you for Fat Sal's.
Is he really one of the people behind it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know. I saw your Entourage collection. You know Jerry Ferrara.
Fuck
No
yeah.
shit.
Turtle.
Yeah.
No shit, he's behind Fat
Yeah,
Sal's?
absolutely.
How about that?
That's fucking awesome.
More of a reason to eat there.
And the funny thing is, he's not even fat anymore, so he's not even eating his own goods.
Exactly.
That's funny.
right?
That's actually really funny.
Yeah. He got the money, lost the weight, and now he opened up a sandwich chain.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna
Good for
fucking
him.
cleanse
Good
next
for him.
week while Matt's gone.
You know,
I'm not.
How long do you think that's gonna last? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cleanse.
How many days?
10.
Holy shit. That's,
I'm not gone 10.
That's too many.
How many days are you gone?
I'm gone 7.
7 days.
7 then.
When you say cleanse, do you mean like juice?
Yeah.
For 10
I've
days?
fasted
7
for
days?
14 days once by only drinking lemon. I've done the master cleanse before.
Holy fuck.
So I can handle 10 days. I've done 14 days with the master cleanse where I just completely detox my system out.
I'd probably kill myself.
No, it
I
was
would.
great.
If I
still
had
worked
to
out.
do that.
I was still able to lift
Oh my
weights. I was very
God.
energetic because if you drink enough of the juice, all the vitamins and nutrients that you get is totally fine.
Nope. I survive on way too much protein. Hell, what you walked in the door today, what was I eating?
I walked in the door to come here, and this motherfucker has a plate with like 7 pieces of fucking steak. I'm not even joking. 7 fucking, and I'm like, is that all meat on your fucking plate? And he's like, yeah, I fucking cook some
Hell
steak.
yeah.
And I'm like, holy
Homemade
shit.
K barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just like, eat some. Have some steak. Pulled my Jewish grandmother like,
yeah.
you look hungry, eat.
You're skinny. You need to fucking eat something. Come on.
Get some meat on them bones.
Yeah, while you're cleansing, I'm going to be in Chicago, so I will be doing the polar opposite of cleansing.
No. Yeah.
I will be
That's
blackout
right,
drunk
yeah.
and eating horrible food.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I need to cleanse. I'm like,
I need deep dish pizza. I'm going to eat deep dish.
I'm jealous. Fucking pizza. Actually, I think we're going to get pizza after this because I'm going to want food. Like I always do because we're
right.
drinking. And I'm like, can I just get like unhealthy food right now? Because that's what I want.
And that's what happens when you drink.
We need a pizza spot.
Body wants what the body wants.
I bet I could get us a pizza sponsor.
Yeah. You should start using your your boxes of porn as currency.
Oh, well,
Plenty.
They're parting gifts for our guests.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm in some of those, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
I'm
Probably.
sure.
Highly likely.
Probably more than some.
That'd be kind of weird to take one that you're in, though.
Well, I never get to see my performances. They don't give talent, usernames and passwords. Sometimes they do.
Sometimes
They
they
do
do.
for female talent.
Absolutely, yeah. As
All you
as
gotta
a
do is
guy,
be like,
it's
"Hey."
like I'm lucky to get my name mentioned in the credits. Period.
I get copies of my stuff all the time. Well, that's
Oh
because
my
I
god,
sell it on the road.
I haven't
and
seen.
shit.
I barely see shit. I see what's uploaded for free. Like I have to participate in the machine that's like tearing porn apart in order to even see myself or see the fruits of my labor.
Right.
P.S. Buy your porn.
Please buy your porn. Buy your porn. Don't be like me.
PSA,
Buy your
PSA.
porn.
I feel like we've done 6 shows and we've not actually said buy your porn once.
Buy your porn. Buy it.
Yeah,
We have failed on that front.
AnnieFuckingCruise.com. What?
Hey, you guys know what Saturday is, right?
Saturday?
Yeah, you guys like Sinespia?
Yes.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
is that starting this weekend? What are they playing? Wayne's World, right?
No, that was last month.
Oh.
Boogie Nights. Saturday night.
Right. I remember getting the email from that. Oh,
I am
man.
psyched.
They just did
I am
Chinatown
psyched.
and the fucking why have my brain at Hollywood Forever. They just did an outdoor screening
yeah,
in Chinatown.
Yeah,
last
yeah. I
Saturday.
remember seeing a list. I remember, the only ones I had remember was like, oh, they're playing The Usual Suspects, Wayne's World.
I feel like they play The Usual Suspects every.
They do.
Nothing wrong
They
with
really
that.
do.
Exactly. No, I have yet to see it. I mean, I've seen it, but I've yet to see it in Sinespia.
In Sinespia, yeah.
I was about to
But
say,
I want to
Get
see
Out.
it. Yeah.
Haven't seen The Usual
No, I've
Suspects.
seen it. I've seen it. Come on, Brian.
I think the
Singer, I've
last time
seen
I
it.
went to a screening there was for Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah.
No, not Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah, I
You
was
were
there.
there.
Yeah, we were both
We
there
didn't
for that.
see each other
No,
for
it was
some reason.
packed.
Yeah, it was packed as
Fucking
fuck.
packed.
It was packed as fuck.
That was that the triple feature? Can't Hardly Wait.
No, it wasn't a
No,
triple feature.
sorry, that was Can't Hardly
It was-
Wait,
it was-
Scream, and then Cruel Intentions.
Oh
that
shit,
was
they did a
That's
triple
fucking-
feature?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I was there for that. Yeah, it was 90s night.
Oh damn. Yeah, no, that was the
That's right.
that
Yeah,
was the
but
last
Nightmare
one.
on Elm Street.
But I saw Death
Love it.
Becomes Her the weekend before that, which was awesome.
Oh, I love that movie.
I love that movie. Now a warning. Fucking
Bruce
love
Willis
Meryl
needs
Streep.
more comedic roles.
He does. He was great in that.
So I take it from your love of film that you had more mainstream film ambitions before you got into porn.
Absolutely. Porn is what pays the bills. Porn is a day job, And I guess in some weird backwards way, it's given me an identity because here I am as Logan Pierce, So I will always be thankful for that. But yeah, before I got into porn, I mean, I moved to LA as part of a study away program for my college. I was interning. I had full intentions of getting hired by that internship or by that studio and fully making a living in mainstream, but porn kind of just picked up, so it kept me here, and it kept me here a lot longer than that job would have because they weren't gonna fucking hire me. They don't hire interns.
This is an intern, right?
It was
Right.
an internship, yeah, and
internship.
There'll be another one.
Exactly, yeah. It's like it's free labor, regardless of how good I do the job, they're not going to hire me. And then school ended, and with that came the end of our housing. So it was like, well, if I'm going to stay, I need to maintain what I've been doing. And, I started doing porn the second day I was in LA. So it wasn't as if I did it out
shit.
of desperation. It was like, yeah, I'm going to go and intern and do school, but I have an ulterior motive, and I'm also going to dip my toes into porn, see if it works out. And if it does, maybe I'll roll with it. And
Awesome.
I did.
Now let me ask you
Yeah.
this, because you have that indie film that you're working on right now,
Yeah.
City of Ticks. Are you doing that under your persona of Logan?
No, that one's under Jacob Verlingary.
Okay.
Everyone. But in some way, it's still like I'm going to use Logan to promote it.
Of course, yeah. As
So
you
why
should.
didn't you just do it under your stage?
I just didn't want it to overshadow the film. I didn't want it to be like, oh, porn star Logan Pierce in my friend's passion project.
Right.
I wanted it to be like
Right.
it's his project, and I am just one of his players. So it's not my project. I didn't want Logan Pierce to cast a shadow, but Logan Pierce has a following enough to use it for promotion. So I'm
For
going
sure,
to utilize it for sure.
Yeah.
Tommy
Yeah.
Pistol does a very similar thing.
Exactly. Yeah. And like my IMDb for Jacob has a pretty good list of credits, so I might as well add another few credits onto it. And Logan Pierce has like an IMDb After Dark, You know, like he's on there, but if you search Logan Pierce, you're not going to find my page. Probably.
Well, anybody that does porn, you're not, because before you used to be able to. If you go log on to IMDb and type in Annie Cruz, years ago you'd be able to find it, no problem. But I think now, if you're associated with porn, you have to have IMDb Pro to be able to fucking search certain names. Like the project, the indie project that's in post production right now. If you go to that film on IMDb, it says Annie Cruz because I did it under Annie Cruz. Because it's a very sexual fucking role, whatever. You know what I mean? It just makes more sense. And like my real name is on IMDb, but there's like nothing on there because any mainstream thing that I've ever done has always been under Annie.
Right. Yeah. And I kind of fell into that same thing. I did an episode of Westworld.
And I mentioned this before, like when I go to auditions and stuff, people fucking know who I am when I get there.
Yeah. So you have this back and forth.
It either bites me in the ass or helps me or whatever. Usually it bites me in the ass. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Well, it's like you'll get more publicity.
Did you say your name is Frankie? No, it's Annie.
Annie Frankencruz?
I don't know when they changed that, but yeah, that's where it's at these days.
Yeah, they changed it because if you go to Annie Cruz, well, if you
I just did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it come up?
Nope.
No.
Someone that was in The Lion King does.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if you go to the movie that I did, I think they might have changed the name temporarily, but it's Paint It Red. You'll see Annie Cruz on there.
I see.
And then you're able to click on it.
Well, and really that's a good thing because a lot of performers' real names were in their IMDb.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So it's good that they made it harder to find performers.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a big enough following, you know, of course, like when you get hired, they're going to want to cash in on
Sasha Grey or...
Exactly, yeah. Sasha Grey's not going to go by her real name. There's no way. But either way, I'll probably put like a parentheses where it's like Jacob Verlingeri as Logan Pierce as Bob Matheson.
Now, when you go to the cast on there, you'll see me listed with an actual name. It's not like Whore Next Door or anything. I actually have a name.
Oh,
fucking film.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well,
Whore Next Door. I mean, it has a ring to it.
I'm so used to doing mainstream stuff where it's like, oh, stripper. Or,
right. You're the actress. Oh, like, yeah, you're the one who's going to take your tits out, right?
You're Annie Cruz #1.
Yeah.
That's the name of...
There's a one...
Oh, okay, that's the page. I thought that was the name of your character.
Yeah.
Hold on. Maybe you do...
Tina is the name of my character.
Cruz.
Her name's Tina.
Tina the neighbor.
Yeah, it's funny because Annie Cruz 2, the animation department, The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride comes up when you search Annie Cruz, but you do not, and you are Annie Cruz #1.
There you go.
There we go. That's right, motherfucker. I came first.
Yeah.
It says you were born in Sherman Oaks.
I was not born in Sherman
I know
Oaks.
you weren't.
Whoever wrote... My biography on there is shit. I'm like, dude, who wrote this shit? Because, like... They have my legal name wrong, by the way. They have my ex's fucking last name listed on there. And
Nicole Noodle? It says your nickname was Nicole Noodle.
Nicole Noodle?
I may have done a film where my name was Nicole Noodle. Okay?
No way,
okay.
no.
Well, it was for a fetish site where I have a noodle.
Like a pool noodle? Like a spaghetti noodle?
No,
Like
it's kind of embarrassing. No, it's not embarrassing. It's actually
embarrassing
hilarious.
For you. Yeah, that's something
No,
I'd
it's
like
not
to
embarrassing.
hear.
It's hilarious because there's this fetish site. They no longer. I don't know if they exist anymore. But their fetish is like hermaphrodites. Like they have girls that have they. I wonder if I should be outing them right now. I'm just kidding.
What?
They make obviously anybody
You didn't
knows
say their
Annie
name
Cruz
yet. What are they called?
Knows that Annie Cruz does not have a penis, right? So they custom made very lifelike penises for the girls, and it would look like I had both a penis and a fucking pussy. And they had to give me a different name because they didn't want search to be Annie Cruz. Wait a minute, Annie Cruz doesn't have a real dick.
Right, but Nicole Noodle's got a big old dick.
The name they gave me was Nicole Noodle.
Nicole Noodle's packed in some heat.
Mm-hmm. And there are actually, I've gotten fucking messages from people like saying like, oh, your stuff that you did with this website. I'm like,
you're
you know I don't have a penis, right? You know I don't have a penis, right? Okay.
I am so happy that my government name has a legitimate actor tied to it. So if you Google my real name, you get pages of the real actor.
Oh shit! Okay,
that's great.
Like yes, but if I ever got a SAG card under my real name, I'd have to like use my middle name or like Matthew, initial.
Oh yeah.
Matthew Slayer. Senior.
I don't think anybody has
Matthew
my
Slayer the
fucking
third.
name.
Oh no, that means I procreated. No. Scary shit, man. No, but back to the mainstream to porn discussion. Yeah, my involvement in the industry originally stemmed from me wanting to do mainstream stuff and being like, well, this could be an outlet for me creatively, and I kind of fell into it instead of, I don't know anyone in mainstream. Shit.
We're look at I'm shaking the shaker and there's nothing fucking in it.
That's a bad sign.
That is a bad sign. Are we wanting to pause for more cocktails?
I'm gonna kill my drink because you guys are empty, and then we can re-pour, and I have to go wee wee.
That's a great idea.
All right. Well, then we will pause for refills. So drinks have been refilled. We're back at the table.
Salut,
Kampai.
Nostrovia,
Cheers.
Sante.
All right. Round 2's just as good as round 1. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Delicious. So
I'm always worried about the consistency of my cocktails.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, because it is an art form. I really think it is. Some people, they'll half-ass it, but if you put like love into it, you can really taste it, and you're like, damn, this is a good cocktail. Like,
Yummy
you
fucking
got
cocktail.
it.
And normally I'm just a whiskey on the rocks guy, so it's like, oh, okay, I'm measuring. I'm not free pouring. I wish I was. But if I was free pouring, we'd just be like, oh, that's just brown liquid with egg whites in it. There'd be like no lemon juice in it. It'd just be all whiskey.
All brown.
True.
All brown.
Sorry.
The importance
Bruce
of
is like
having
staring at us.
you gotta have a jigger when pouring drinks. You need it. It's important. Utterly important.
Or at least a speed pour so you can count down the...
Yeah.
What is that? Oh,
if you're
okay, I think what you
bartending
mean.
and you have a speed pour in your drink, 4 seconds a pour is 1 ounce.
Oh, okay.
It's all you do a
Gotcha.
countdown. That's how bartenders know. Like I was like I work with a cocktail, at the nightclub that I work at. So we have pour spouts in the bottles when we bring the bottles out, but because we have like the whole objective is to like pour as much out as possible when you're at the table. They jimmied the pour spouts so that you can't do a count. So we have to do it by eye when we're like, so when we pour drinks for certain buyers and stuff, we're like, okay, I'm just going to pour half of this in here. Here's your cocktail.
Well, I feel like
I don't know.
most tables, it's not like you're making serious cocktails. It's liquor and mixer.
Well, that's the whole
Yeah,
point.
that's
Because when people
it.
buy tables, the objective, if you're a cocktail waitress or whatever, is to sell more bottles. So I hate to say it, but the sooner you get the alcohol out, we want
Right.
another bottle. Okay.
So these people paying $2,000 for a table are getting like what? I don't know how much alcohol's in there. Good luck.
Yeah.
Might taste good. Might
Well,
not.
and this is why some clubs have girls that roll by the table like, hey, can we drink with you?
Well, every time I go
That's
to a
right,
table,
yeah.
I'm always like, who wants shots? Because everybody, no one, I'm sorry.
I know how to pour a damn shot.
No
I
one
can take care
has
of that.
ever said no to shots. So, I have like a little shaker and I have like my way of pouring shots. And then I put out the glasses. It doesn't matter how many fucking people are at the table. I pour a shit ton of fucking shot glasses. I start pouring the shots and I start distributing it and I'll take one with them. I'm like,
Oh my God.
cheers. Because I'm allowed to drink shots and champagne while I'm working. Shoot it up. If a buyer, when I make cocktails for the buyers, I always make it fucking hefty because I want them to fucking be like, this is strong. This is nice.
This girl likes to party.
Yeah.
Right? Hot girl that wants to
I'm
party.
like, now tip me, goddammit.
Hey, are
Give me
you
money.
gonna dance or what?
Okay, no joke. I had a guy come up to me because, we're working and cocktailing. Like, we wear very skimpy outfits that make us almost look like we could be strippers. You know what I'm saying? That's anywhere, though. Not, any Hollywood
You
nightclub.
gotta wet the appetites of
Yeah.
Exactly.
trust fund babies.
And so, but see, my problem is because, like I said, sometimes I get recognized. I've had a couple of dudes come up to me and be like, so, are you going to, like, strip or something? I'm like, this isn't a strip club, dude. You can
Sorry,
enjoy
pal.
my ass hanging out of my pants there.
If you want a shot, we can hook that up.
You want to give me a shot?
Otherwise,
All right, then let's go.
Not my department.
I've never understood the appeal of clubs. Just never have.
Yeah, me neither. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Every time I've gone to a club, I just feel like out of place.
Well, it's funny
like,
because
what the hell am I doing
it's funny
here right
because like now that I'm older, it's not my scene, but
Right.
I work at one now and I have fun working there. But like it's interesting because I don't always drink when I work. Like a lot of people think that I party when I work, but I don't, even though it looks like I'm partying.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole idea, right? You're supposed to look like
Yeah, like, woo,
you
let's
set
do
the tone for the
shots. Yeah.
party, so everyone's like,
It's the whole
oh,
point.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
And it's like it's interesting for me because especially when I work multiple nights in the weekend and dealing with drunk people, sometimes I'm looking at I like people watching when I work, and I'm always like,
yeah.
is that what I look like when I used to fucking party? Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, and that is what you look like.
And then I'm like, that is totally what I look like. Oh my God. So, and it's very interesting when I'm sober and I'm like people watching because I'm just like, holy fucking shit.
That's the thing. Yeah, you can't be sober in a club. You're gonna hate everybody.
But
and
honestly,
you're gonna count down the minutes until you leave.
But honestly, like half the time that I am working at the nightclub, I'm sober.
Wait, because you're working, of course.
I'm working.
Yeah.
But
you don't have
working.
to love work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
it's like, sometimes I'm like, can I just get on the bar and dance? And then I'll get on the bar and I'll fucking dance a little bit because I'm like, this is fun for me.
Yeah, for
Towards
me,
the end of your shift.
Yeah.
the only way I step foot in a club is when someone's like, oh, we have bottle service. I'm like, okay, I'll go. And then I'm still just waiting till the bottle gets strained to leave. I'm just here for free booze. Because I hate the music. I'm not going to be able to talk to any girls because you're...
That's another thing,
Right,
too.
everyone's like on another lead.
Everyone's going to hate me
Like,
for this, too, because
it's
the
not
nightclub that I
happening.
work at, like, there's certain nights where it's just not my type of music at all. And all the other girls are getting into it and they're singing along, and I'm just standing there like, can we play some metal or something?
Like, this top 40 bullshit.
Can we play some
Fuck
rock and
this.
roll so I can like headbang or something? So like all the girls are having a good time, and then I feel out of place because that's their thing. Like a lot of these girls that tend to work there, totally all about it. And then here's
Oh, yeah.
Cruz. I've got piercings and a fucking shaved head, so I'm like the odd one out of the group. You know,
gotta like play along and pretend that you're
so I'm
into
just
the
kind of
music.
like, what? And then when we have theme nights, right? I remember we had a theme night one night, and I was the only one that showed up in my fucking like spiked up leather jacket or leather vest, excuse me. And one of the managers was like, she was looking at me and then all the other girls, because all the other girls were all like cutesy and shit, and I rolled up in my fucking leather jacket or my leather vest, and she looks at me and she looks at everybody else and she goes, I like the variety that we have going on here. Everybody's got the personality is showing right now because we have a uniform that we wear.
It's your
and,
flair, yeah.
Yeah, and
You
then I
15
show up
pieces of flair.
when they tell me you can wear this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, I'm gonna wear my fucking leather vest, and then they're like, okay, I like it. I like being the weird one. I'm definitely the weird one at my work for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down. Everybody knows it. Whenever they see me and whatever else, they all know I'm like the fucking weird.
How
makes
many
it
model
stand out.
actresses are you working with anyways?
They're all young, and a lot of them are not model actresses. Like a lot of them, one of them's a musician. She's like not even a music. She's a music artist. She sings.
Singer-songwriter.
She's a singer-songwriter.
Oh, yes.
And then the other girls, they all have like, one of them, she called herself a model actress, but she doesn't work there anymore. But I think she did mostly like music videos and stuff. But she was good because I saw a music video that she did, and I was like, she's actually a good actress because she's supposed to be like, anyways, it doesn't matter. But
She could twerk on cue.
yeah, she had a big booty.
Oh, there you
That's the thing. Okay, I will say this about my club. When you look at other Hollywood clubs, they have a lot of like really model-esque type of girls that
Tall,
work there,
slender,
skinny. They're not smiling.
1,000-yard stare.
They look serious all the time. My club, part of the reason why I've stayed as long as I have, is that all the girls, because any environment, porn included, right? There's always competitiveness and stuff. Like girls are
sure.
very competitive. Where I work, I was expecting that when I started working there. Not like that at all. All the girls love each other, and the thing that we got going that we always like to joke about is that our club has the curvy girls, because our club, every girl has like fake tits, fucking curves in the right places, big booties. There's only like 2 skinny ones. I'm like one of 3 girls that doesn't have fake tits. You know what I mean? So like our nightclub, the thing that we got going for us is that we've got like different sizes and shapes. We're all hot, and we're fun. Like we're always like smiling and having a good time. It's not like we're just gonna stand here and be like bland and boring.
Right, we're not going to blend in with the walls. We're going to be on the dance floor.
So it's fun. Like
you set the tone.
Yeah. So that's what I like about the girls that I work with, is that it's not like catty and weird. Like in other environments that I have
guys
been
are like
in.
a little family.
Everybody's totally chill and cool and shit. And some people are aware of like what I do. And because usually I'm used
They're
to
totally
being
cool with it.
Yeah, when I'm around
Yeah.
civilian girls, they get weirded out. But with this group, they're like, they see a video of me getting cattle prodded on the fucking radio show, and they're like, "You're fucking nuts!" But they fucking eat that shit up and they
You're
love it. So.
fucking nuts.
You're so
We
crazy.
love it.
Yeah, we love it.
Yes, queen.
I'm totally creeping on some photos from the nightclub right now.
Oh yeah, dude, they're hot. Look at the girls; they're hot. I'm telling you, they're fucking hot.
Herbaceous.
Yeah. This brunette right here is pretty cute. This is so good for audio format.
So the brunette.
I wasn't pointing at you. Don't scream, oh my God, it's me. When I'm like, that brunette's hot.
I meant.
That's
I've
me.
never seen that photo.
Oh. But you're there, huh? Quick Doodle search?
Yep.
You have to like save that and send that to me.
Annie
I've
Cruz
never
at the
seen
office.
that photo. Anyways.
Yes. For the audience at home, no, I was not hovering over Annie with the cursor like,
And-
this girl's hot.
We've already established on the show that Matt and I have not had sexual relations, okay? Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Keeping it business, y'all. Keeping it business.
Keeping it business.
That's right. Annie, you gotta learn you can't shit what you eat.
She'll never learn that.
I'll never learn that. I will always shit where I eat.
It's an uphill
I
battle.
have to be the voice of reason, which is a horrible thing that I'm the voice of reason.
Yeah. I have not fucked anybody that I work with. I mean, I have in the past, but now, currently, I have not had sex with anybody that I work with.
2017
Really?
cruise.
Yeah.
Not. Have you met anyone at the club?
You mean
Perhaps-
that I work with?
No. Not someone you've worked with. Someone you've worked for. Would that be?
Oh, like
what I mean?
like table service. for a
Yeah,
table?
yeah.
No.
Or just someone. No one at all.
Like I said,
Wow.
like the scene there is
Where do you
like
meet people
not
these
my-
days? Are you online? Are you're done with Tinder, right? Tinder's a thing of the
I
past.
haven't done anything on Tinder or Bumble because
it's bullshit. Why?
Because
Why use
everybody
it?
knows who I am, and it just becomes weird, and then I'm either dehumanized or treated weirdly, or I
Or
can't.
she runs into him 500 times afterwards.
No.
Well, I guess you're right. Yeah, it's a proximity thing. So
First
it's
of
like-
all, I know I've
who's
mentioned
next
this on the
door
show,
wants
so
to
I'm not going to
fuck?
tell the story, but I'm just going to tell him briefly. I moved, right? Since the last time you've been to my place, I've moved.
yeah, you
and-
were in like Hollywood and Cahuenga, right?
Yeah, basically.
Right.
So I moved and fucking some dude that I hooked up with one time, one and done, one time, dude, from over a year ago, lives in my building now. I ran into him when I was walking my dog, and I was like,
That's awkward.
"What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I live
It's
here.
like,
I
what
just
the hell are you doing here?
I just moved here. What are you doing here?" Because he had only remembered me from my old place. So he's like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "I fucking live here."
Oh shit.
So
That's awkward.
Yeah.
That's very awkward.
See, this is why I fuck around with girls in K-Town and Mid-City.
K-Town. Get those commissary girls.
Oh, yeah.
Hit up Break Room 86.
hey.
Night on the town.
No, I just go for the broker white women that are living there. Hey, rent's cheaper in K-Town.
Yeah. You get K barbecue.
K-Barbecue. I am a huge fan of the K-Barbecue.
Absolutely.
What's your spot?
I can't even tell you the name of it. It's next to Toe Bang. If you guys are familiar with a place called Toe Bang,
I don't know. What is that?
I know where Toe Bang is.
yeah, it's I forget what street it's off of, but it's
It's
kind
off
of
Western,
like
isn't it?
yeah, maybe it's Normandy and what?
Is it in
No,
fucking
Normandy
K-Town?
and Western, the same thing. It isn't where?
In K-Town?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's right off Normandy. Anyway, it's kind of like a back alley place, and there's like a bunch of restaurants in it, and it's across from Toe Bang. I can't remember the name. Anyway, I tried to go there the other night, off the cuff, hour wait. I was like, oh shit. Went across the street to like a Castle type. Are you familiar with Castle on Western? It's like really exposed, but really tight. It's a very small space, and it's just loaded with smoke. There's just cases of beer stacked all over. They're playing like 90s rap. We have like Biggie coming out on the speakers, and it's just a bunch of families listening to Gimme the Loot, and we're just chowing down on K barbecue.
That's fucking
It's
rad.
a little rundown
That is
place.
fucking rad. My spot is Road to Seoul on 12th and
Seoul.
Western, which is really odd because they play like a lot of like club hits.
I was going to say
Really?
K-pop, but they play
K-pop.
club hits, huh?
Like it's a lot of like American club hits.
Oh, shit.
Why
Like
you
top
need-
40?
No, like
Oh, okay.
like club,
Like 90s.
like
Oh.
electric, like
oh, like EDM
Like-
type shit.
like Real McCoy type stuff.
a little bit of like Real McCoy stuff, like Darude, shit like that. Like it's really weird. It's like
Yeah, while you're chowing down.
like
I love it.
I'm gonna dance a little while I eat this meat.
Yeah.
Like,
That was
wait,
all
am I in a
sick.
nightclub or am I in a restaurant? I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on here.
A lot of times songs will come out and be like, I totally heard this song while I was roadieing for someone in a strip club.
Speaking of food, though, there was I mean, totally off subject on the type of cuisine, but you remember when we went to a Filipino restaurant?
Yeah.
I haven't been
LA
there
Rose.
since. What is it
Neither
called?
have I.
That's what
there
it's
you go.
called.
LA Rose.
LA Rose. I need to take
Fountain and
take my mom
Vermont.
there.
However, I gotta say, I think that place is run by Scientologists.
It
Wait,
probably
what?
is at Fountain.
Yeah. Well, because A, it's next to the Church of Scientology, and B, last time I was in there, they had a fuck ton of literature on Dianetics.
Really?
Yeah.
It could be
They had the books for
Scientologists-
sale. They had like pamphlets. They had like posters up in the windows. So I don't know. I mean, I guess whatever. If they're a restaurant, it doesn't affect their ability to make good food.
No, they're obviously not going to drug it because the Scientologists aren't into drugs.
That's right. But it was good. Yeah, you liked it, right?
Oh, I loved it. That's why I was like,
And you took your mom there,
remember
right?
I told you that of all the not that I've had plenty since I've been in LA, but I've been to a couple of Filipino restaurants that were just not up to par at all. And I was just like, I'm never eating at any Filipino place ever again because it's not the same. I'm like, my mom's cooking's better than this shit. But then we went to that place and I was like, oh fuck, this is yummy.
It's like you've gone to like your grandmother's house. You step inside and there's just
Yeah, I like the ambiance
curtains
of
all
the
over the windows. There's a
place.
piano in the back. It's really cozy.
I am super bummed I've never eaten there. That's walking distance from my old place.
Oh yeah.
used
It's not too far
Oh,
from
that's
here.
right. It totally is. But it's
Yeah.
not that far from here though.
Well, it's still not far from here, but I used to be at Fountain in Edgemont.
Oh, okay. I'm at Normandy and Melrose.
Oh,
For
cool.
those
cool.
of you who want to stalk.
Yeah. Well, hey, stalk me all you want. It's in that Elite Daily video. I did a documentary before, and they shot in my apartment. And turns out my neighbors saw that documentary after it was released without knowing who I was. And then they
Oh,
came downstairs
shit.
and they're like, "Yo, you're that dude. You're the porn star." I'm like, yeah. And they're like, I know I recognize this place.
Porn stars live in
That's
apartments too,
fucking
people.
funny.
That's right. Well, I own the entire complex. I invested my money pretty well, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
All that Westworld money.
Oh, that Westworld money. Yeah, that's right. My one day of work.
I forgot
I can
about that.
retire now. Yeah, dude. To be honest, I didn't finish that series. I didn't really care for it.
Really?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
I don't know what happened with it. I think maybe I just was. It felt really convoluted for me, and I by like episode 5, I just had too many questions and not enough answers, and I didn't think there was too much hope, and I kind of just stopped.
The answers all do come together.
Yeah,
They really do.
Maybe I guess for season 2, I'll watch season 2, so I got to go back. But
So did
anyway,
you finish the entire season?
No,
you didn't?
I
Okay.
stopped. Yeah, I
Did you
just
at least make it to your
I just
episode?
stopped. Yeah, which was episode 5.
I only got to I only watched the first episode because I haven't had fucking time to watch anything. So I only saw the first one and I never got.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Honestly, I feel like it's one of those shows that I wish I had binged instead of watching it week to week.
Oh. Yeah, I could probably binge it, I think.
Because
Yeah.
it really was like,
Well, that's what
the
it was.
fuck?
I watched the first episode when it first came out, and then I was like, okay, I gotta wait till next week, and then. I think binge watching is just a thing, you know?
well,
Like,
there's so
everybody
many
just wants
what
to
the fuck's
binge
going
watch.
on. I want answers.
Yeah,
And when you're
absolutely.
waiting like 7-8 weeks for the answers, it's like,
Did you
get
ever watch
fed up.
13 Reasons Why? Not to try and make this
Nope.
conversation
No,
dark.
I haven't watched that.
Well, no, because the reason why I'm bringing it up because one of our guests he had watched it, and I remember doing his podcast. Remember we talked? Did we talk about it on his podcast? Did he cut that out?
I think he cut it.
Yeah, because his girlfriend,
cutting room floor,
his
okay.
girl works for Netflix, and she was like, "You have to watch the show. You have to watch the show." And so when I had done his podcast, he was like, he had 2 episodes left, and I was like, "Dude," because I had watched the whole thing, and I said, "It's pretty fucking graphic, man." So he's like, "That's what everybody keeps saying," and that I might cry or whatever. And then he finally watched it, and he was like, "I didn't cry until this certain thing happened, and then I fucking lost my
Damn.
shit."
I'm on that Fargo kick, to be honest.
What's that?
I'm
Yeah.
on that Fargo kick. Is anyone watching Fargo?
I have not.
I haven't
so
had time
behind
to
on
do
the
anything.
FX
I've been
show.
so fucking busy.
Guys,
I can't even
it's
watch
so
anything
great.
anymore.
I've
It's
been
amazing.
keeping up with Billions on Showtime.
I don't watch
and
that.
It's pretty good. It just season 2 just wrapped. Silicon Valley.
Oh yeah, I love Silicon Valley. Although I haven't started the new season.
The new
so
season's pretty
I'm
fucking
behind,
fun.
But
The last show I
a
watched
good
was
one.
fucking Gotham, and that was like all through the second season, and I haven't even finished. I haven't even started the third one.
I know you love Batman, but that show looked bad.
I
Yeah, I
enjoyed the
haven't-
first
I
2
haven't seen an
seasons,
episode
but
of
I haven't had time to watch anything else, so
I don't know
or
who's
even finish
time.
that one.
I don't know who has control over the DC properties at Warner. Like it's just
I don't even want to get into that whole thing because it's like Marvel has done so well, and I can't look. You see, when people ask me like, "Are you a DC Marvel fan?" It's like, okay, I'm a huge Batman fan, yes, but it doesn't necessarily mean that like I'm only just DC because of Batman. Because if you look at my collection, the majority is Marvel, amongst other like indie, other.
I don't think you should have to pick and choose. I think
I
it
don't
should
think
be
so
free.
either. I don't think so either. But everybody just assumes, oh, you must be a DC girl.
Well, because we're so
love
fucking
Batman.
tribal.
That's
Yeah, I can
right,
use
yeah.
words. Logan,
But-
are you into comics at all?
Nah, not particularly. It's I don't know why I skipped over it in my childhood, but like I played video games, I watched movies, I watched TV, never read comic books. And now with all the new Marvel movies, like I can't keep up with them all.
Well, you're
There's
better
too
off.
many of them.
You're better off not reading the comics before you watch the Marvel movies.
I'm sure, because I honestly
see-
I hate most of the movies that I do see. I'm just really turned off by the formula of it.
On the other hand, it's like I've read half this shit that comes out on film, and then I watch the film, and then I nitpick. I'm like, oh my
Right,
god,
so
this is all
you're
fucked up.
even more upset.
Because I fucking have read the comics, and then I'm like, why did they do that? Why did they do this? Da, 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 da. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done complaining.
But
Yeah,
as an
by the
art
end of
form, modern comics, if you get away from the superhero genres, a lot of stuff that like Image is doing, where it's standalone worlds and they're telling their own
Why the
stories.
Last Man? Sorry, I had to say it.
Oh yeah, no, Saga.
Yes, that's
Vo-
another good one.
Vaughn's other. It's his new series.
Hold on. There's other ones too. Why can't I think at the top of my head right now?
But
they almost made. Why? Have you read Why the Last Man?
yeah, I've read all of it.
Okay, they were supposed to make a fucking movie.
Oh shit.
So wait, but let me tell you the story. So remember that movie with fucking Shia LaBeouf? How do you pronounce his last name?
Shia LaBeouf.
LaBeouf. Okay, anyways.
Well, but before you get into the movie, why don't you tell our audience and Logan why the Last Man's about?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm all like
idea.
getting all
It's
into
a good
it.
idea.
Excited.
I would like to
Why
know.
the Last Man is about how, for some strange reason, every male is just wiped from the earth, and the only thing left are fucking women and one fucking man
And one male monkey.
and one male monkey.
Wow.
Hence why, because isn't that like the chromosome?
Yeah. Everything with a Y chromosome is dead.
is dead except
Wow.
one fucking man and one male monkey. And there's this, it's a long fucking series. I have every single fucking graphic novel at home. And they're trying to figure out why. Like, what's happening here? And then everybody that finds out that, oh my God, there's a dude, they all try to like, how are we going to fucking, procreate?
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh, boy.
Because he's like the only man
Of
left on
course,
Earth.
yeah, and they have to procreate.
Well, but on the flip side, there's also like other factions that are destroying sperm banks. They're like, we're free of the male.
Yeah, like there's should I just spoil it?
There's a revolution.
There's like these women, I forgot what they called themselves.
Amazons.
Yeah, that's right. The Amazons, they like cut off their left tit, I think, if I remember correctly, if it was their left tit, as of like, yeah, because when they shoot the fucking bow and arrow.
yeah,
So
yeah,
they
it gets in the
cut
way.
off their
Holy shit.
tit as a sign of like, all this, it's almost like a
screw the
feminist fucking
patriarchy.
movement.
Yeah, exactly.
And so they were actually going to make a film about it because I loved that fucking series. I don't know about you,
Oh,
Matt.
absolutely
I
love it.
fucking love that series.
It's a pretty timely film if it were to come out. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
just-
It could
just
become a
the
series,
story
honestly.
itself is pretty relevant.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah, it'd be
And-
cool if AMC picked it up, like how they handled The Walking Dead.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why, because I remember reading, I was collecting, okay,
Well,
this is before graphic novels came out. I was collecting Walking Dead issues before it even fucking became a thing.
Well, even with Why the Last Man, it's very much a traveler's story because a lot of the overarching plot is the main character trying to get back to his long lost love too. So
Oh, that's
he's-
right. I forgot about that
Wow.
factor. Yeah.
So he's traveling across the world incognito.
He has to like hide because he doesn't want the women to know, like, hey, I'm a man, and his pet monkey.
So does he dress? I'm assuming as varying women, or does he try to like dress as like a transient, like a vagrant?
He always wears like, there's like certain parts where he wears like a hood and almost
And a
like
gas mask.
Yeah, and a gas
Oh
mask.
boy, they're like, he's
it's-
just a normal
well,
woman with a gas mask.
Well, because they don't know what caused the all the men to
It's
die.
like there's no explanation at first.
Oh, I
They're
see.
like-
So some people are walking around with a gas mask on
Yeah,
because they
'cause they're
think
It's like
just
that
almost
they think it's
borderline
airborne.
post-apocalyptic, even though
I
it's
see.
not,
Yeah.
well,
And
it really is kind of dystopian, post-apocalyptic, kind of like the way like Children of Men was.
no, that's true.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right about
That's
that.
exactly what I was saying. Children of Men.
You're right
yeah.
about that. You're right
which
about that.
is one of my favorite films.
Oh yeah, love Children of Men.
But I
a great
remembered the guy who did the film Disturbia, I think is what it was, with Shia
Disturbia,
LaBeouf,
Yeah.
LaBeouf,
which
whatever.
is the Rear Window remake.
Yeah, and Rear Window's great, but the director
Or
of that
reimagining,
film was
whatever.
going to actually, they were like on board with doing it, but they were going to have Shia play fucking what's his
York.
name? York.
The
yeah.
Last Man?
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they were gonna do it, but then
I gotta say though, he is a pretty talented actor. He's wild and off the rails, but he's damn good. When he's on, he's on. But I don't know if he
If he
could
has the
carry a
right
whole movie
material.
by himself like
yeah.
that.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
when I heard that, I was like, I don't know if I could see him in that role because having read graphic novels, I was like, I don't know if I
Right.
could see him in that role.
He's got a lot of
especially
baggage
because
with
at the
him.
time of Disturbia, he played a young teenager or whatever. You know what I mean? But then I
Fresh
guess
off the Disney Channel.
I guess they fucking they just canned the idea. They're like, we're not going to do it anymore. And then there was a bunch of fans that were like trying to do fan films and shit like that. And then I got really bummed out. And then there were talks again. Oh no, it's going to happen. So I just want to see that fucking shit happen.
I'm okay with it staying as a graphic novel.
Yeah, because I'll probably fuck it up anyways, just like everything else.
But the point I was originally getting to with comics is away from the superhero genre, stuff like that. There's a lot of original ideas, and there's much more freedom to create
Right.
stories and worlds.
I agree.
Compared to the studio system these days.
Right, yeah, they're not creating, they're reimagining.
Right.
Just telling the same stories over again from different perspectives.
And that's
It's like,
the
it's
beautiful
bullshit.
part about comics these days is a lot of artists are given the freedom to create their own stories, completely original and
have you
wild
ever read
stories.
Have you ever read Ladykiller?
I have not.
It's great because it takes place like in the 50s and stuff, and it's like this housewife who's actually a hired assassin, and she has like kids and a husband, and the husband's mother lives with them, so she's like the crazy old grandma that lives with them, and she's always seeing the wife like talking to this dude who's like her handler, and she's like, I think your wife is cheating on you, blah blah blah.
my God.
But really, she's doing all these fucking like she's killing people and shit.
She's just a moonlighting
Yeah,
assassin.
she's just moonlighting as a fucking housewife with kids and shit, and she wants to get out of it. So
Did out of being an assassin or did out of being a housewife?
being an assassin. She's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I have-
right, of course, yeah. She wants to
like, I have
retire.
kids, things
Just to
like
take the family away and
yeah.
live
It's like
happily
if
ever
Point
after.
of No Return or Nikita fucking
Oh,
had
yeah,
kids
with
already or
Nikita.
some
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you read Fatale?
No.
It's Brubaker Phillips. It's a kind of a supernatural like film noir setting.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
I can dig that. Yeah.
It's really good. Basically, the main character is immortal, and she has any man who sees her becomes hopelessly attracted to her.
Oh.
But she's being pursued by demons because of the power.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's really good.
Wow.
Interesting. What is it called again?
Fatale.
Oh, Fatale. I'm gonna have to look that up now. Shit.
I'll show you one of my digital copies when
As
we
we're
get off
talking
air.
about these non-superhero fucking comic types, because when people think comic books, they automatically think like
Spider-Man.
superheroes, and shit
Absolutely,
like that.
yeah.
But there's so many great stories out there that are like artfully written.
It's a great medium. Comic book artists being allowed to express their own vision away from DC or Marvel. Mm-hmm. It's an absolute amazing medium. It's almost a more creative medium than film these days because unless you have a high budget indie, you can't fully express everything you want to do.
That's
Right,
actually something,
right.
and I probably shouldn't even spit this out because someone might steal my idea. But anyways, I writing my memoir, one of the ideas that I was tossing around was having certain chapters be comic panels, because when I was in
That's
high
a great
school,
idea.
I used to draw, and I still have them. I should bring them on the show. When I was in high school, I used to draw these my own comic strips of me and my friends. And like I went to a Christian private school, so I would have like ones that were very satirical about me and my friends being a bunch of lesbians and shit. And then one about like just the real happenings of what's going on in school, but like drawing it out and shit. So I would draw my own comics, and it was hilarious. And I had this idea years ago about doing this. Like if I ever write a book, this is what I want to do. And I kind of wanted to implement certain chapters to be panels drawn out of like certain stories that I want to share in comic book form, because it is something that I'm into and it's something that I used to do, and I would be the one to draw it, and then bada bing, bada boom.
No, that's definitely the way to do it, especially with a porn memoir, because what we've seen so far, they all follow the same formula. So
Right.
to change it up with something really original and something
Yeah.
truly individual, I think is a great idea.
That's what I want to fucking do. That's what I'm.
I wish the actual studio system would take risks. I really do.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, it's a money game, It's a business. So when they can just recycle the same idea and guarantee income, as opposed to like an original idea where maybe some people won't jump on board, maybe people will be against it. But
Did you ever see This
safe.
Is the End? The Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's not. It's an enjoyable movie,
hysterical.
but it's not like the best movie ever. But
No
the
way,
fact that it
no.
got greenlit makes me so happy.
Yeah, I saw that on a whim. It was out in theaters, didn't really care for it. Then I was on Netflix or something.
Yeah, I
and
remember watching it.
Just popped it
I
in,
think I
and I
remember
was
renting
like
it or
beside
something.
myself with how funny it was.
It's funny.
And the fact that crazy fucking movie got greenlit is just.
Yeah. That and Sausage Party too.
I didn't get a
is-
chance to see Sausage Party.
Oh
yes.
my
Sausage Party
God,
is
it's-
fucking hilarious.
yeah,
It's on
just
Netflix.
as funny, if
you
not
have to watch
funnier.
it because I remember going with Keanu. We were in Vegas, hungover as shit. Let's fucking watch Sausage Party, and I remember dying in my seat. I was
Yeah,
like, "What?"
I saw
the
it 3
fuck?
times in theaters.
I saw it twice.
was that funny.
I saw it twice in
Yeah.
theaters. That's how fucking fun
It's
it
great.
is.
I will definitely go check it out. I appreciate the fact that they're getting these kind of movies made.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
The Disaster Artist, or no, right now it's called The Masterpiece.
Is that what they're calling it now?
That's
Is
what
it
they're calling it,
okay.
The Masterpiece. Yeah, James Franco produced adaptation of Greg Sestero's book, The Disaster Artist, based on the
Yeah.
making of The Room.
Yeah.
Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
Oh shit!
I remember seeing him
The
at a
book, I mean,
Comic-Con.
the movie The Room, love it. Absolutely love it. The book, even better, if I can say so.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. It shines so much light on Tommy Wiseau, who is just like
He's
a
being
beautiful
so
character.
serious,
I
too.
love
He's
him.
so dead serious.
And this
about
movie, I cannot wait. But once again, a James Franco, Seth Rogen.
What's
whatever,
that line that
tag
he
team.
stole
I mean,
from
they're-
fucking
they're-
James Dean in that
they're
movie?
killing it.
You're tearing me apart.
Yeah, you're tearing me apart, Lisa. Oh, hi, Dougie.
Yeah, just so much other shit. Just they don't want to take any risks.
Yeah.
And who can blame them when there's 120 million on the line?
Well, Alien Covenant, guys, are you excited for that?
I
or
really
are
want to see
you-
that.
I'm excited, but I'm
I want to see
I'm
it.
seeing it Friday night. I already got tickets.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Seen it in the Dome,
nice.
so work permitting.
Nice.
but-
nice.
I'm going into it a little pessimistic after how Prometheus was.
I heard it was good.
Yeah, I mean,
I
a
heard
little
it was
wary
good.
for sure.
I heard it was good.
I'm trying not to read any reviews, not to
I've heard it was good.
see anything about it, but
I just want to go in with low expectations because if it's awesome, then I'm not disappointed. If I went in like, yeah, and then it
blows, yeah, then you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, Matrix
What am
2
I
and 3.
watching right now? Who are these blue guys? What the hell? This is fucking terrible. Hate that shit.
What movie did you walk into in the theater that was you had high expectations for but walked away disappointed?
Oh man, Raw. New film Raw.
Yeah, I've heard
you
about it,
guys
but
heard
I've
about
never
that?
seen it.
Okay, maybe not Raw. Let me pick one that's The Revenant.
The Revenant, really?
The Revenant, yeah. I saw The Revenant 3 times in theaters as well, and it was good, yeah. But I guess I left like scratching my head, like, man, that was a test of endurance. That was really like, it's just a showpiece.
Oh,
you
it's
know?
beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful to look at, yeah. But for the performances, at least for Leo, it's like, my God, he's trying so fucking hard. He wants that Oscar. He's
Give me the fucking
clawing
Oscar.
for it. And the whole time, I'm just like, I'm sorry, Leo, but Tom Hardy outshined you in every aspect of this movie.
Ooh.
I loved Tom Hardy, and Leo, I was just,
Tom Hardy is
not
such a goddamn
into.
chameleon.
he's so good. Oh, yeah, I think he stole the show. He always steals the show. But I guess that was probably the last one I saw. Even then, though. But that's like 2015. I've seen so many movies since then. I tell you one that blew me away, Green Room.
Oh, I love Green
loved
Room.
Yeah, I
Room.
saw that.
I saw Green
There's a
Room when I went to the
local
theater.
group. I forget the name of it, but it's in a theater right across from the ArcLight, and they'll do like sneak screenings. I think it's part of the LA Film School or something like that. Anyway, I saw it there just kind of on a whim, and I walked away just on a high. I was like, this movie, oh my God, it just surpassed every expectation I could have.
I liked that movie.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Have you seen Blue Ruin?
Yeah. The first time around, I didn't like it. I didn't get it. And then I saw Green Room, was blown away, looked back at Blue Ruin, loved it. And his lead actor, what's his name? Marin Bacon or Macon? Whatever. The lead guy from Blue Ruin and like the lead skinhead who's like kind of like the oafy.
Yeah.
He's like power washing the walls in the end, like that guy. He is a really great talent. He just directed a movie too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix. It's
What's it called?
I don't feel at home in this world.
Oh,
anymore.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
With Elijah Wood.
Sick.
I liked it.
Absolutely.
I liked that
yeah.
movie.
He is a massive talent.
I was like, oh, okay, this is actually kind of good. I like
Yeah.
it. Have you seen that?
That was a nice.
I
one.
haven't seen
Yeah.
it yet. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
How about you, Cruz? Anything you've walked into like, oh, this is gonna be awesome, and then walked away like,
I'm trying to. I've been thinking this whole time. I'm trying to think of what movie fucking highly disappointed me. I can't think right now.
No.
I
Cheers.
really can't. I really can't think right now. Cheers. Yeah. Cheers.
Have you guys ever seen The Counselor?
No.
No.
What's that?
No, with Fassbender
Wait, what? Fassbender?
and
What is it? The Counselor?
it's Penelope Cruz and
Really?
huh.
some other guy. What's his name? This guy is from No Country of Old Men. Javier Bardem, yeah, right, and Cameron Diaz. So, and it's directed, I think, by Ridley Scott. So you would go in with
That's
massive
insane, yeah.
expectations. I'm pretty sure it was Ridley Scott or Tony Scott, one of the two.
Well, Tony's been dead for.
Yeah, I mean, this was a few years ago, but that was one movie I can recall going in like, look at the star power. It's going to be amazing, and then just walking out like laughing at how bad it really was.
No, I was expecting that movie to suck. Never mind.
What
Anyways.
movie? You gonna offend somebody?
La La Land.
Oh.
I haven't
Like-
seen it, but
Oh man.
okay, listen.
I feel the opposite.
Listen, I enjoyed it, okay? I enjoyed it, but I was expecting more, and I just did not feel fully satisfied with it when I finished watching it.
It's Oscar bait.
yeah, if it's an Oscar bait movie,
Yeah.
you just have to expect
Damien
that, like,
Chazelle, he's a real fucking talent.
Who?
The director
Oh, the
did
director.
Whiplash.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
Whiplash.
That I mean, he is, and Justin Hurwitz, the composer, also from Whiplash. Like,
I mean, the music
those
was
guys
great,
are.
but I feel like
talents.
Gosling wasn't his greatest in that. The singing could have been better from everybody.
So, what's your favorite Gosling role there?
Let's see. Wait, hold on. That's a good question.
Oh yeah,
Fuck, what movies has he done besides
Yeah.
Well,
Drive?
because you're like, this wasn't the Gosling role, so I want to know what it was.
what's the one that put him on the map?
Drive. What was that one?
Lars and the Real Girl.
Something
Oh,
along.
love
the lines.
Lars and the Real Girl.
I've not seen
Yeah.
Lars and the Real Girl.
Oh my
I'll loan
god,
you my copy.
He is hysterical.
You know what my favorite Gosling role is? The Nice Guys.
I haven't seen The Nice Guys.
Oh my god! So have you,
I haven't seen it either.
have you seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's another Shane Black,
Oh okay, yeah.
and it's Gosling and Russell
Hopefully
Crowe in the 70s
not
as
as much
detectives.
voiceover.
No,
Good. That was the one thing about Kiss Kiss Bang Bang that killed me.
really.
Too much voiceover.
Too much Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I mean, I love him, but he was just like, pause. Here's the part of the movie where this is supposed to happen. Well, guess what, audience? It's going to happen. And like, you're like, okay, thank you, Robert Downey Jr., for explaining this. Wait a second. This is the part of the movie where this typically happens, and you're right. Okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
But it was for good comedic effect.
No, of course, it's funny because it happens as he's like making fun of the cliche,
Hey.
but
Plus Val Kilmer in that
Whatever.
movie is amazing.
yeah.
Fat Val Kilmer. Fuck yeah.
Wait,
The
did you
Private
say fat
Eye.
Val Kilmer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was putting on some weight.
Oh,
This is
dude.
like one of his.
Has he even lost the weight? I mean, let's
No,
be honest.
no,
Yeah,
but
I didn't think so.
This is where it started.
I just
Yeah.
watched Heat
Continue.
like last week, so that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
not
yeah.
Fat Val Kilmer.
I'm still so
yes.
sour that I didn't get to watch that movie with you.
Yeah, best,
definitely
best
sad.
Michael Mann film,
So
and then
sad.
Manhunter.
I love Heat. I was so sad that I couldn't fucking watch it.
I like Collateral quite a bit.
Oh, I
Too.
fucking love Collateral.
Except for the
The one
goddamn
with
ending.
the one with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
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 The fucking ending makes me angry.
Like the third act, or literally like
Literally, like the last.
the bit on the train.
Yeah, the bit on the train. Like, really, Tom Cruise. Spoilers for people who have not seen a 10-year-old
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I know. Probably
that
even
movie
older.
10
This
years
is probably
old?
like 2004.
Oh
I
my
think.
god.
I'm gonna Google, but I think it's 06.
But it's
I-
yeah.
It's
if you
weird 'cause
haven't seen it,
it's
you should
2017,
watch
and every
it.
time people say, "Oh, that was like 10 years ago," I always feel like it's 1990. I'm like, wait, 2017, was 10
Me
years ago.
too. Me
was
too. I feel that
2000.
same way.
Yeah, man.
Anyways, it doesn't
That's why
matter
when
when
you were
came
saying
out.
that one movie is 25 years, I was like, Reservoir
Really?
Dogs is
Yeah.
like 25 years. Oh my god.
But the sequence on the train, I really feel like Tom Cruise should have put a bullet in Jamie Foxx and Jada Pinkett Smith and walked off into the sunset.
Yeah, it wouldn't have happened as described.
You've
But
seen it, right?
I've seen it. Yeah.
I guess the thinking is like, oh, he's so methodical. He won't change his his aim and his stance and his firing technique. Not even
Yeah, but-
when the lights go out and you can't see anything.
But Jamie Foxx is flailing.
Yeah,
Flailing
his
with
first time handling a gun. Period.
Yeah.
It is silly.
It
It's
probably.
silly.
I'm curious.
But it's poetic.
I'm curious what the original ending was, and if that just tested poorly and they changed it.
Well, you should probably look it up
yeah.
because that'd be interesting.
Well, the original
Yeah,
script
see.
for Collateral was written in New York,
oh, okay.
but
Yeah.
Michael Mann loves L.A. so much,
Right, and most of
Yeah.
the film probably would have been on the subway had it been in New York.
and cabs.
True.
Oh, duh. What am I talking
Well, yeah,
about? Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
New
yeah.
York cabs.
The end
Yeah.
ended, yeah.
Yeah, cabs and subways.
Wait, did we find out what year that was? Because that is kind of interesting that, like,
I want to say 2004.
because, these days we've got Uber
say
and
it.
Lyft, and now fucking he's in a fucking cab in that movie. Who fucking takes cabs anymore?
I know, seriously. I don't see cabs anywhere. I still see people sometimes
2004.
flag them down.
Right.
I knew it.
Very nice.
I knew
Oh,
it.
2004.
Yeah.
Shit.
Honestly, as a young, aspiring filmmaker, one of the best behind the scenes I've watched was the making of Heat. I mean, not Heat. What am I talking about? The making of Collateral. Sorry. Had a few drinks, and sometimes words just get mixed up in your head.
It
But
totally
watching the
happens.
making of Collateral was really excellent.
It's a super tight script too. There is no real fat in that movie.
Yeah. It's a good one.
I love. It's still one of my favorites, even with the ending.
Yeah, it's forgivable, I think. If you're into it for 99% of it, the last 1% can't ruin the whole thing for you. But it can influence your opinion.
It does.
Cast a shadow over it.
I'm very much of the opinion that movies should not have unnecessary happy endings.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
there are certain movies where you're like, fuck.
I feel like, and that's one of them. I feel like the crazy killer who's been icing people the whole goddamn movie,
Yeah.
and the tone they set when they ice Mark Ruffalo without any warning earlier in the movie sets the tone where Tom Cruise can win this.
Yeah.
The hero may not make it out. There's
Yes.
actual
Yeah.
risk to our protagonist.
Yeah, and then the hero becomes like
Wait, did we ever
a
figure out?
savior.
Did we ever figure out if there was like an alternate ending?
Don't think there is, but
'Cause
Maybe
that-
on the first draft of the script.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were like, no, he wins.
I could fire
Can't
up.
find
They're
that
like,
anywhere.
No, we cannot let him win.
I could fire up Drew's
Yeah.
scriptorama. The New York version of the script is on there.
Oh, yeah?
That's how I
Okay.
found out that it was originally written for New York City.
Oh, man. I would like to take a look. What is that? Drew's
Scriptorama.
Yeah.
It's a website that just has.
All the original scripts and stuff. I
Well,
remember.
there's
That's great.
various drafts, but
Yeah, there's various because I remember when I actually, it's funny. I wrote a porn parody of American Psycho a long time ago, and I
I
remember.
thought that was
Did you
American
really?
Psycho 2 with Mila Kunis.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, I did. I was actually paid.
Oh, my God.
I was paid
Fucking
to
William
write
Shatner.
I was like a ghostwriter technically though, because it was somebody else that was. He's not in the business anymore, but he was the one that was asked to write a script for it for a company, and he paid me to do it because he knew that I was a writer and all this shit, and I fucking
Big Bret Easton Ellis fan.
yeah, and that was like his favorite film too. I have the book, but anyways, and the book is like there's so much shit in there that they didn't put in the movie. But anyways,
Couldn't even do that in a porn.
no, you
What's
couldn't.
in the book?
And so I
It's too
wrote the
graphic.
script. It got approved by the fucking production company, and then for some reason it just never got made. I don't know what happened, but I still got paid to write it. I was like, all right, whatever.
Probably budget.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Absolutely. Well,
Most
for one thing, it
likely.
wouldn't take place in Manhattan. It'd
No,
be in
for sure
Sherman
not.
Oaks.
But can I just say something though? That one character from that, Michael Vegas, he fucking looks just like that fucking dude that's in that movie. I can't remember his name.
Paul Allen?
No, not Paul Allen.
Oh my God, no, he would play
the dude with blonde hair.
Carruthers.
Yeah.
Oh
because
my
I remember I was
God,
watching
yes.
the film as I was writing the script to kind of, like research and study.
He would
and I
play
even
Lewis
looked at-
Carruthers, the biggest doofus in the business.
Yeah, and I
Yep.
was like, and I took a picture and I sent it to the guy, and I was like, dude, Michael Vegas should play
Oh
this
my
guy because he
God.
looks just like him. But anyways,
Holy shit.
Maybe we should bring that back. 'cause that'd
I
be a
should.
lot
I
of
still
fun.
have the script. I thought it was very well done because spoiler alert, what I ended up doing instead, you know how like in the film he talks about Whitney Houston and like Phil Collins and all
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
Instead
it
of
was relevant for the time.
yeah, instead of talking about music, I talked about vintage porn. So like the Green Room or the Green Door or whatever the fuck it's
Oh,
called.
yeah, yeah, or
So
like
I talk
Deep
about
Throat
I talk about
or
vintage,
something like that.
vintage porn instead of vintage music from that era or whatever.
It's a great way to avoid copyright.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, I
infringement
changed
or-
the names. Trust me,
just
I knew
being
what I was
sued
doing.
for-
I knew exactly
You
what I
got
was
it, you
doing.
got it, yeah.
I changed the names and everything else. I even made Willem Dafoe's character a female instead of a male. There's a bunch of different things that I did, but it was good. It was fucking awesome. They were like, "We're gonna do this. We're gonna make the movie," and then all of a sudden, it just never happened. So I was like, "Whatever."
Oh, that sucks. And now I just pictured William Dafoe and dragged from
From fucking Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
It's like
Primo
the
tale.
best ever.
Or him as Marilyn Monroe in that Snickers commercial.
Oh my God.
Why did he do that?
Hungry?
Why did he do that? I feel like Willem Dafoe is still relevant. Like Joe Pesci, I get it.
Yeah.
He did a Snickers commercial, but Willem Dafoe?
Hey, he's just having fun
guess,
with himself.
yeah.
He's like, one day shoot, get paid, fuck it.
Exactly, yeah.
You want me to dress up like
$500,000
who?
for one
All right,
day?
fine.
If I was a A-list actor like that, I would definitely do fun shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, it'd buy you a property in Malibu. It'd buy you property internationally, and you're like, okay, I spent 6 hours doing this.
I
It's
just
done.
got myself a fucking, a little cottage in the south of
Yeah,
France.
I bought an
or
Aston
whatever.
Martin with
Yeah.
1 day's work.
Well, and part of it is I would never want to be taken so seriously that it's like, Daniel Day-Lewis levels of,
Yeah, like you would never see him in a commercial.
no.
No.
And if you did, you'd be like, what the fuck are you doing there?
You'd be like,
I'd feel
he
betrayed.
running low on money? What the fuck's going on?
No, Daniel Day-Lewis, even if he's running low on money, I don't think would.
No, hell no. No,
What
no.
he would do.
But that would be really weird to watch him like get in character for his commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Day-Lewis
so-
and Marilyn Monroe.
Oh my god.
He'd be like, how do I prep for
character
this?
for weeks?
What am I going to... Yeah, he would be fucking like...
Just hunting quail. Just me and my boy.
yeah.
Do you have any milk?
I've only recently, started getting into the whole method acting thing. Like, understanding it and, the people that fucking study method are there's so much that goes into it, man. Like,
Yeah. It's
More power to
changing
them.
your life.
yeah. Because I remember going to auditions and, practicing with fucking Lawrence, who does method acting, and, looking at it from a different perspective to where I was like, okay, I never really thought about looking at it this way, and then going into my audition and then okay.
Living the role.
Yeah,
Right.
being that person. What memory can I fucking take that will make me feel the way I should
For the
feel
cold
right
read.
Yeah.
Just straight out of
Yeah.
the gate. And we also have rakes. Scene.
I have a ton of respect for people who can do it, but it ain't me. I'm also not an actor, so. I played a rabbi in a porno once.
That counts. That counts.
Oh, yeah,
Now
that only
you're
took
an actor.
6 takes
I
for me to
mean,
get 1 page of dialogue done.
the last couple of fucking no, there was one the last audition I did, I played a fucking bitch, and I was like, that's not really a stretch. But it was also weird because the character was supposed to be very passive aggressive, which I'm not. So I had to play it off like I'm fucking passive aggressive and just fucking very cunty, which I'm like, that's not me. So I had to really
Yeah, you'd confront them right away.
yeah, I really had to act this role out as if I'm disgusted and whatever. And then the audition I did before that, I was supposed to play a chick from Boston. So I watched a bunch of movies that took place in Boston. I watched The Departed and fucking Black Mass to fucking get the end of the town to get the accent,
Mass.
going.
Then you probably walked in there and you're like, yeah, I'm from Boston.
Yeah, Boston.
From out of town. It's the
Pack
coffee.
my car and have it, yeah.
I still want to
Hi,
bang
everyone.
some fucking Southie just to fuck me harder, fuck me harder.
Fuck me harder.
Kiss.
I'm hoping that will be, if I can maintain my erection through that, I can maintain my erection through anything. I think on that note, it's about that time.
Oh my God, you guys, it's last call. It's last fucking call. Y'all
now-
better fucking drink up right now.
Drink up.
All right, and now
Drink
we
up.
drink.
Because
You don't
now
gotta
we're
go home,
drinking.
but you can't stay here.
That's right. Better make sure you Uber or Lyft wherever it is that you gotta go next. But Logan, please tell us where we can fucking find you.
Oh man, all over the place. So first and foremost, Twitter @whoislogan, Instagram @who_is_Logan, website whoislogan.com if you like poetry or prose, and City of Ticks. You can find us at facebook.com/City of Ticks.
Awesome.
Right the fuck on.
Cruise.
You can find me at Annie fucking Cruz on Twitter, @AnnieCruz on Instagram, @Miss Annie Cruz on Facebook. That's MISS, by the way. AnnieCruz.com for business, AnnieFuckingCruz.com for pleasure. And that's it for me.
As always, you can find me at Matt Slayer on Twitter. No, shit. Matt_Slayer on Twitter. I'm going to have another drink real quick. Thankfully, all I have to operate is a door. You can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F. Slayer on Facebook, Matt Slayer on Snapchat. MattSlayer.com is currently down.
And of course, you can find us at andnowwedrink.com, at andnowwedrink on Twitter, at andnowwedrink_ on Instagram. You can listen to us everywhere, y'all. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.